any sports books laying lines on high school football in Arizona?
I was in the deep south where nothing is more important than high school football, and no.
Then I announce the beginning of the Daily Blender Sportsbook for high school betting only. We might fail as a sports book.
It's
especially if we start with high school betting. That might be a thing where the government comes and shuts us down immediately.
The Daily Blender, weekdays 3 to 6 on 1580 The Fanatic.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. Couch appointment it is. Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. And benefits may vary.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
and earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
8 presents Terrifying Jobs.
Bull Rider, take 2.
Today we're talking with Clifford Maxwell, a rodeo bullfighter. His job? Distract raging bulls from going after thrown riders. Cliff, this seems like a really terrifying job. Why do you do it?
I love protecting the bull riders when they get bucked up.
How big are these bulls?
12 to 2,200 pounds of pure muscle.
You're not cowed by any of this, obviously. Is there anything that scares you?
Yeah. Distracted drivers terrify me.
This message is brought to you by ADOT, and this station.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canyer with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
KQFN Tempe, also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM
and K2.4 Charles Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in there pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And yes, very happy about last night. Many good things happened last night. One, just as I was leaving the radio station, I looked up at the monitor there and I was like, oh, look at that. The Braves are up 3-0. All right, let's see if it holds. I get to the car and I'm like, holy crap, now it's 6-0. What just happened? So, yes, the Braves win the World Series. As you all know, their first title since 1995. Jorge Soler crushed a 3-run homer in the 3rd inning. I get in the car, and then Dansby Swanson hits the 2-run shot, in the 5th, make it 5-0. And before that inning was over, Soler scored on a double by Freddie Freeman, 6-0. And it just got better and better after that. The Houston Astros had no answer for nothing. And so there you go. Very, very happy. Now they just got to get that whole, thing with the Indians figured out. You know what I mean?
Thing with the Indians figured out. Okay, well
not the Cleveland Indians, with the local Native Americans, the whole chop thing and, all that kind of stuff. They got to figure that out. But outside of that, at least the cheaters didn't win.
Yeah, and we're happy about that. Atlanta Braves, congratulations to them. I find it ironic that the All-Star game was moved for political reasons out of Atlanta, and then the World Series champions end up being the Atlanta Braves. So, yeah.
Yeah, like we said, good intentions by Major League Baseball, bad execution, and they didn't think about who they were hurting when they did that. The most hurt by that political move was a political move. Now, I've said this a million times in the show. Racism is not a political issue. It's a human issue. COVID is not a political issue. It's a human issue. But what the Major League Baseball did when they yanked that, All-Star break out of Atlanta was hurt Black-owned businesses in that community, which, you need to think those things through before you hurt people that you're trying to help. So, that was a misstep. And I think now they were like, okay, well, we're going to still try to figure these things out, but maybe outside of that sort of thing.
That's not the purview of Major League Baseball. I do think the Braves hurt Black-owned businesses by moving the stadium outside of downtown Atlanta.
Good point.
So, but still, it's a more complicated issue than, oh no, we don't like these laws. Move the game, move it quick, move Denver. That really doesn't help all the people that you think it's going to help.
There's a reason the word jerk is in knee-jerk reaction.
Hey, listen, and also what a fitting way to say farewell to Hammer and Hank by winning the World Series the year that he passed away. And so I hope Mrs. Aaron and the family enjoyed watching the Braves. Hank was a part of the Braves organization for many, many years, even after his playing days. I hope they enjoyed that thoroughly. So it was a good night for baseball last night.
Right. And like America, it ain't all figured out yet, but here's hoping that we move forward and we do figure those things out. Right now, they're already saying the Dodgers are the early favorite to be the 2022 world champs, and the Astros are second, and then the Braves. Shut up. Okay, just shut up about the Dodgers. So tired of hearing about the Dodgers. They never make it happen. So why are you even talking about them?
I mean, because they've got a bunch of great players and limitless money, so they're going to keep swinging at it. I mean, they can be the favorites. That's fine. That doesn't mean that you play the games on the field. So go for it.
I mean, I guess my distaste for the Dodgers aside, I can step back and understand because. What was it? 3-4 years in a row, I said, "Oh, the Saints are going to go to the Super Bowl. The Saints are going to go." They never did. So it's like the Dodgers are going to the World Series, and they just they're not going.
Well,
they're not going to.
You got to keep in mind the Dodgers did win the COVID shortened season last season.
It's never happening again. Champs. Never happening again. That's it.
And moving straight along now.
It's never happening again. The Jock Peterson, the Pearl guy. He now is the 9th player to win a championship in back-to-back years with different teams. That actually did happen. Do you think he's going to stop? I don't think he can. He's never going to stop wearing them pearls now. It was a joke, I think, at some point. Now you got everybody in the stands wearing the pearls. It's become part. I mean, if he's not wearing the pearls, maybe we don't recognize him. I don't know.
Well. Baseball players are an odd bunch anyway. Everybody's superstitions. Even Mookie Betts, one of the greatest players in our game today, he's got a necklace that he wears that was given to him by a young fan. And because he wore it one night and just went off, had a huge offensive and defensive night, he refuses not to wear that. So he wears that every single game. He's got that same little necklace on. I think it's broken once or twice.
Nice
he's had
story,
it
though.
But my point to underline this is Bob players are an odd bunch.
Yeah, absolutely right. But now I got to see this dude wearing pearls forever. I don't know.
I mean, it's fitting for Jock Peterson because he's already, like Randy said, baseball players are an odd bunch. And then among that odd bunch, Jock Peterson is in a league by himself.
He's an odder odd.
Yeah, he's just doing his own thing.
He's like one of those bullpen pitchers. Yeah, he's sitting down there coming up with weird ways to spend the game,
I got to tell you, I always forget. I don't, I catch a whole lot of baseball games during the year, and then I watch the entire playoffs. I watch all the games, and one of the things I keep forgetting is how weird the pitcher's stances vary, and how weird they can be. The dude that rocks the baby, the other guy that sits there like he's hurt his back, but he's watching these kids across the street all hunched over like this, and there's just so many strange
I like
pitching stances.
The Craig Kimbrell, he tucks his glove underneath his chin
Mhm.
until right before he's going to pitch.
Yeah. I forgot that. And what I do notice is there's not a whole lot of unique batting stances anymore. I haven't seen another guy do it like Craig Counsell did, like looking like a human question mark, all weird and stretched out.
Yeah.
Or Kevin Youkilis when he used to hold it like above his head like a samurai.
Above his head, yeah.
Everybody seemed pretty standard unless there's somebody out there who is unique these days that I've missed. Nope.
Haven't seen too many odd batting stances. It's either an open stance or it's a normal stance. They don't vary too much. I think baseball has standardized its batting techniques, so nobody has a real personality anymore.
Well, now here we are. It is now the beginning of the 2022-2023 season. Well, I guess it's just 2022. That's right, because they don't span over the January. Forget what I just said. It's the start of the 2022 Major League Baseball season. And, now the Diamondbacks are at the top of the standings because it starts with an A. But here's the thing about that. Remember we talk about how bad ESPN is at things, Randy? Yeah, how they get things wrong. Some of the writers there, except for Mark Schlabach. Mark Schlabach is an amazing investigative journalist.
Because he's the one that broke the news on U of A. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't. Did he? Did he? I didn't know that. But outside of that, ESPN is bad at things, very bad at things. So they have their stupid power rankings, and Diamondbacks lost 110 games.
Yes.
They should be number 30 on those power rankings. They should be at the bottom of the damn barrel, yet they have us at 23. There are 7 other teams they say are worse than the Diamondbacks.
Wow. Well, the Baltimore Orioles have got to be one.
Absolutely. Let me give you the list. Go from 24 down to the worst. Colorado Rockies, Minnesota Twins.
Wow.
Washington Nationals.
That's too bad. They're rebuilding.
Wow.
Is your team worse than the Diamondbacks?
No, I mean, they're bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to stand and testify this is a good baseball team.
Well, remember, ESPN is bad at things.
Yeah. So I jumped over to the CBS.
Oh, they have one too. Where are we at on that one?
29.
See, you got to trust CBS Sports. Why are you messing around with the ESPN? Don't listen to the ESPN. And now here's the rest of the list. Baltimore Orioles, like you said, Randy. Texas Rangers and the Pittsburgh Pirates, they say, are the worst. Who did the CBS say was the worst?
The Baltimore Orioles.
Okay.
Yeah.
30 out of 30.
So who are we going to listen to?
Well, I'm not listening to ESPN. They do a lot of things wrong, and they handle it very awkwardly. So I'm going to listen to the CBS. We are an affiliate of CBS Radio.
That's what I'm saying.
Therefore, I'm going to the CBS.
Damn right. So, Randy, that's what I'm trying to get at. I know you get aggravated when the power rankings for the NFL, on the ESPN say the Cardinals are just blah, blah, blah. And they didn't give them any kind of respect until they absolutely had to when they were 7-0. Well, now you have a place to go. Go to CBS, ignore the ESPN, like we all should.
Do that. I will do that. I will make it a habit of mine to go to the CBS.
Yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out and make some things clear.
Spring training only about 120 days away. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. Spring training. Here we go.
I don't know what we're in for, but we're at least at the top of the standings again. So
go
Diamondbacks.
We have a new batting coach.
That'll do it.
His last name is Mathers. I wonder if he's the one who played Beaver back in the day of Leave It to Beaver.
All I know
to help us out
is the entire season. All I could think was, if they had a better batting coach.
Yeah. By the way, the CBS Sports, just be prepared for a little bit of snark. There's a little comment next to all of the little, all of the teams that they have ranked, and the further down you get, the snarkier.
Worse. It's okay. Fair is fair.
So for the Diamondbacks, they have Eduardo Escobar led the team in home runs by 8. He was traded in July.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just being honest, man. Yeah. They're right.
Well, last night we saw a former Diamondback in action. Dansby Swanson, former #1 overall pick by the Diamondbacks, was given away. Didn't even get a chance to get on the damn field. We traded him away. Does anybody know who we traded Dansby Swanson for?
No, I was
exactly my
I was
point.
thinking somebody
Shelby
in the
Miller.
concession stand.
Shelby Miller
Wow.
was who we got for him. Shelby Miller. And how did that work out for the Diamondbacks? It was not very good. It was a losing move by the Diamondbacks.
I was in Georgia when he got traded, and I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. In fact, I anticipate seeing the Arizona Diamondbacks be at the bottom of any kind of Major League Baseball power ranking. And you could really argue about Baltimore Orioles or Diamondbacks being more, perfectly placed at 30. And I'm not like bashing on my team. I'm just being realistic about how bad they did last season. And that, like I said, just shows how bad ESPN is at, well, most everything right there. Let's see. Oh, by the way, last night, another thing to be happy about. Yes, we're happy that the Houston Astros did not win, but we're also happy to see the Suns get another W. A hard-fought game, and I'm not even joking. It was a hard-fought game against the Pelicans, the 1-7 Pelicans.
Weren't they down by 20 at one point?
Yes.
Wow. How far are we falling?
Though part of it is, you don't have DeAndre Ayton and Jonas Valanciunas, their center, was just doing whatever he wanted in the paint. Like there was just no resistance to him whatsoever. He had a double-double. I think it was 26 and 14 or something like that. He just went off. There's nothing in the paint to stop bigs when DeAndre Ayton's not there.
So how did McGee do really in place of Ayton?
He did okay.
Yeah, he did okay.
He scored 18 points. Like offensively, he gave them enough. But when it comes to being a guy that can stop the other big, JaVale McGee is pretty skinny guy, pretty slight frame. And Valanciunas is a big guy. Just pushed him around.
Yeah, he's got the height, but he can get sneezed out of the way without any effort.
Yeah, so they ended up doing the two center thing where we're switching between Kaminsky and McGee, where Kaminsky gives you the ability to kind of stop what's going on, but he's not the greatest offensive guy, so you're kind of getting nothing on the offensive side of the floor. So yeah, just I'm surprised. I actually thought that was a fantastic coaching job by Monty Williams to figure out a way to coach them out of the problem that they had at center.
Yeah, and it was some good thing that also happened in that game last night. Chris Paul is now third in NBA history with 10,346 career assists. He's passed Mark Jackson and Steve Nash, and now he's just behind Jason Kidd and John Stockton. Now, to give you an idea how far he has to go to beat Jason Kidd, he's got to get to 12,092 assists. To beat John Stockton, he has to get to 1,587 assists. 15,807. And but still, the one record that Jason Kidd holds is for wife beatings. He actually has in that group. He has the lead.
Wow,
he sure does.
No comment.
I like everybody kind of backs away. It's like, you're on your own, Jeffrey.
Good luck.
I'll be over here.
We'll just be over here on the side here.
So I'm just so happy that the Inside the NBA show is back. I love that show.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Any chance I get to watch it, it's always entertaining. And last night, last night they were showing this video of Zion Williamson kind of doing a warm up. He's not ready to come back from injury, and they noticed the same thing we all noticed. He got big. He got a little big. And so then Charles Barkley sees him and goes, that looks like me and Shaq had a baby. And when you look at it, it kind of does. Look at his face. It does look like Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley had a baby. There are some similarities there. No, that is not him from last night. That is him from the past. But if you saw the pictures of him, how tall is he? He's taller than me, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He's about 6'9", 6'10".
He looked like me out there in sweats, proportionally all right, but got a little bit of the dad bod thing going on there. Got myself a bit of the happy gut, and that's what Zion put on some weight.
He did. And it's one of the things that I worry about him because I don't know what they're doing in the Pelicans organization where
feeding him. They're feeding him, Keon.
They also need to work him out. I understand that he's got an injury in his foot, but I mean, get on an exercise bike, something, because like it's actually bad for his feet and his knees and all of the other things that he does. He's an explosive player. He's already heavy, even when he's in shape.
Well, look at the size of him. The only thing explosive about him right now is his diarrhea, because look what he's got to be eating some horrible food to get that fat that fast.
Wow.
And by the way, he needs a Moses Malone moment. Barkley also said, it's like, he wasn't trying to be mean. He's just like, yeah, he's like, my moment was when Moses Malone called him fat and lazy. And he says, that turned my career around. He's like, he said that. I felt bad. It made me, it upset me. But then I realized, okay, well, he's right. And he started working harder on, getting some of those pounds off. So I don't know who Moses Malone is for Zion Williamson, but they better call him fat and lazy soon.
Yeah, that's the issue, is that Zion is clearly.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm being told, Zion Williamson has eaten him. Okay. It's too late. It's too late.
Okay.
Breaking news there.
Yeah, he has ate a guy.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I thought you were saying something.
I mean, I was.
You're like, well, once Zion Williamson eats somebody, there's nothing else to say.
What else can you do?
Moving on.
Guess that'll be the end of that. And then you got Scottie Pippen out there. He's trying to sell some stuff. That's all there is to it. I mean, he was sat back and he watched Michael Jordan make $10 million to do The Last Dance. And he is just like, I'm going to sell me some stuff too. But he's doing it in a different direction. He's doing it as a malcontented Scottie Pippen. And I'm not sure this is really going to work in his favor. You know, he's basically saying, well, the whole thing that Jordan did to us, the team and everybody else who helped him be where he was going to be, he got all the credit, but we got all the criticism anytime there was a loss, a problem in a game or whatever. And even in those episodes, he was always on a pedestal, and the rest of us were, we were just, the scrubs down there. And he says it just was really hard to see Jordan make $10 million for doing the documentary, but the teammates, everybody else, they were just interviewed. They didn't get nothing out of it. So, and Michael Jordan had, editing where he could say, "Oh, I don't like the way that makes me look," this sort of thing or that. And so so Scottie Pippen is angry, and he's written a memoir called Unguarded.
Unguarded.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you mean like he left his farm equipment there in Arkansas unguarded?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to make a few dollars, and he's going at it.
Well, he's got to replace all that farm equipment.
He's got to go at it a different direction.
And also, I mean, if you look at Scottie Pippen, not just in that documentary, but just in his career, Scottie Pippen's kind of a grouchy guy. Like this is kind of on brand for Scottie Pippen. We just don't think of him that way.
Even back then, when he was a jerk about going into the game, he's been a grouchy guy.
Yeah, he was a jerk about going into the game. He was a jerk about, hey, I have a surgery I need to get. I'm going to wait right until the season starts. Then I'm going to get the surgery so that I can heal on company time.
Calling Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas learned the move from the OG Scottie Pippen.
All right, we got to take a break. We come back. We'll talk about this a little bit more. We also have a shload of text sitting there on the text line. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
College football, Arizona still looking for their first win of the season at home Saturday afternoon against Cal. The Wildcats a 12-point home underdog. Arizona State an 8.5-point favorite at home against USC. For the undisputed middleweight boxing championship, the WBA, the WBC, WBO, and IBF titles, Canelo Alvarez will face Caleb Plant. Alvarez pound for pound the best fighter in the world, -1,000. Plant a +600 underdog. NFL Week 9, the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. The Cardinals a 2.5-point road favorite, the over-under 45. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services.
Oh, I'm ready.
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
And earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog lane.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Business people like it honest and to the point. So here it is. Take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save you up to 80% on that monthly electric bill. Level your energy costs and protect yourself from inflation. There, Bruce Jacobs telling you straight and to the point. Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go online to harmonsolar.com.
Providing you with the latest sports news, commentary, and analysis.
So I am holding out, much to the chagrin of my dad. Don't be greedy. My agent said, so here's the deal. We're all right with the signing bonus. We'll get a little more there. But what we're fighting for is the third year and $20,000 on the third year.
What does your father say?
When it was all said and done, good job.
Jacobs and Helly on Arizona's new home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's sports betting station. Thursday night is the Jets at the Colts. Speaking of betting, by the way, just for 2 seconds here, man, NFL players did not get played jack squat back when Dale was doing it in the 70s. You hear he's talking about getting $20,000 for a year? That's horrible.
You know, it was, I know you're talking about, you're reading the promo there, but I was driving somewhere early this morning. I had a long drive this morning. And of course I had Jacobs and Helly on, on the old car radio there, just kind of listening.
Knob's broken, huh?
Well, yeah, I couldn't change it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's stuck at 100% volume too, but I just roll the windows down. Anyway, that helps keep people out of my way. But anyway, I was listening and I heard this very familiar voice on Jacobs and Helly this morning. It sounded an awful lot
Dale
like
Hellestray.
No, it wasn't Dale Hellestray, and I couldn't put my finger on it, but it sounded like somebody that I know. Keon, do you know anything about this? Because I can't put my finger on who it was. It was on Jacobs and Helly this morning. About what was it? About 7 o'clock this morning.
It was about 6:40 actually.
Do you know who that? Do you know who that was? That was on Jacobs and Helly this morning.
Yeah, I have an idea. I might have seen him when I look in the mirror.
What the hell were you doing on that show for?
I was actually called because of the bet that we talked about yesterday, the Colts and the Jets. And
well, you don't have to answer their calls.
It's true.
Most people don't.
Look, it was 6:40 in the morning. I was groggy.
Listen, you got vehicle spammers, and warranty scams. You don't have to answer Fanatic morning show call.
You would be proud of how Keon handled this thing because Bruce was really putting the screws to him. about making you take his bet.
I think it's funny that he calls me a coward for not taking his bet. And then instead of talking to me like a man, he goes around behind my back to somebody else trying to get him to talk me into something.
Well, Keon stood up for you.
Good, thank you.
And said, hey, this is not a good bet, Bruce. I wouldn't take this 10 and a half points business. It should be a straight up bet. Keon made me proud. Made the Daily Blender proud.
Good,
right there on the morning show. But Bruce has another bet that he's asked Keon to deliver to you.
Yeah, and it's essentially what you would expect. Essentially, it's basically if you win the bet, you get lunch, but it's McDonald's. It's just standard food. But
my
Bruce,
salary range, I don't even go near McDonald's. But go ahead.
Well, hear him out here.
But if they were to win the bet, Bruce were to win the bet, then it would be obviously a nice dinner somewhere. I think he said Chompy's. I don't know all the restaurants.
That's a nice dinner for him.
He wants you to take him to Chompy's.
Yeah. All right. So you tell that greasy little brain damaged Eastern coaster no. And if he's a real man, he would talk to me directly. And if he's a real man, he would just be confident enough to take the bet straight up. It is my Colts versus his Jets. My Colts win, I get lunch. His Jets win, he gets lunch. Equal ground right now. Why? Because my Colts are bad. That's why.
Man, that's what Keon told him. You have little to no confidence in the Colts and Carson Wentz. And that's why you won't do the 10 and a half.
Did you tell him I don't want to sit face to face with him if we eat because I want to get food spit all over me?
I did not.
Then we'd have to sit side by side. I mean, I'll watch him just coat a window or something with flecks of whatever the hell it is we're eating. I just don't want it all over my face.
I did not mention that. That did not come
Next
up.
time he calls you, bring that up.
I kept it purely on the bet. Any seating arrangements, you guys can handle that. I'm simply apparently the courier of this.
I was stunned as I was on the. They actually had some talent on the air with them, and it was Keon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
That's also a shock to probably everybody who's listens system. Both people. Anyway, so yeah, come on, man. Just be reasonable. Be reasonable. It's a lunch bet. Oh, who gets the juice? I mean, that's something we're learning in Sports Betting 101 with Josh Applebaum. There's something called the juice.
Oh, boy.
Do I have to buy him a juice? Or does he have to give me a juice?
I'm pretty sure he wants.
Is it apple juice? Is it orange juice?
No,
he wants you to bet the juice and or buy the juice because this is clearly squeeze as much out of Jeffrey as humanly possible.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly right.
You know what? That little guy could just, drink his own juice. You know what I mean? He's clearly drank some Kool-Aid if he thinks that I'm going to do this. So you know what? Bet's off. Bet's off. There ain't no reason for this. He's needlessly complicated. Needlessly complicated. And next time he calls you in the morning, just don't answer. You don't have to. It's not even a condition of your employment to talk to him.
No, look, like I said, I was groggy. The phone rang, and I just answered it. And then before I knew it, I was on the air, and I'm like, okay, well, we might as well hear him out. And that is where we went. That was the direction and the path that we took. And I asked him up a point blank early in the phone call, have you ever in your life done a spread friendly bet? And he said no. So it's never happened. It's never happened.
And I heard somebody was on the text line trying to call the question, was this a man card violation for Jeffrey? No, shut up. You're an idiot. You know what? Mintz is missing a member, and it ain't you, okay? This is not a man card violation. In fact, it's the other way around man card violation for not just taking a gentleman's handshake bet. You win, I win, the end. Simple as that.
You can reject bets. That's not, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like a high noon showdown for two gunfighters. You don't hedge that bet by, hey, all right, I get a 10.5 millisecond draw before you. No way. No way.
The price is wrong, bitch.
You lose. So, Hey, good job, Keon. Hey, way to hold court there for a while.
Anyway, back to the show. All right. So Boomer Sooner says, How about we saw this once and for all? No matter who wins, Boomer Sooner gets lunch. No, I'm going to say no to you as well, Boomer Sooner. Nice try. Blissful Hayes says, hashtag fire Bruce, hashtag hire angry fan in his place. Yeah, hashtag we just found out that Blissful Hayes is the angry fan. Rye Guy says, no tipping Pippin. Speaking of tipping, can I just say so? Yeah, I will never be no tipping Jeffrey O'Brien. And I want to thank and also kind of gripe at, should I gripe? I guess I shouldn't because, well,
it's part of the story, though.
Well, you don't know if he actually hung you for the tip.
So here's the thing. Thunder Snow, I don't know if this is that I've won a bet with him or if he's just being super cool. Sometimes you guys do that, but Thunder Snow sent over a drizzly delivery of a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel and a bottle of Proper 12. And I was like, wow, what an amazing gift. Or I just won a bet. I can't remember. But Thunder Snow, you remind me. And I was like, wow, this is great. Thank you so much. And the guy says, oh, and by the way, this is how I make my living. He put 0 on as the tip. Do you want to cover the tip? You should cover the tip.
Oh, jeez.
What? And so now, he's, I'm on the hook for this tip, and I've never been a guy who will not tip. I'm also never been a guy that has a lot of cash in his wallet because I'm married. I've got some cards, which can take care of the business, but I don't ever have cash on me. But now, for some weird reason, I had a $10 bill in my pocket. And I was like, well, here's the money. I said, this is bullcrap. I'm like, who gives a gift to somebody and makes me tip for it? So I had to tip the guy for this. And then I thought about it. It's like, well, wait a second. This is a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel and a bottle of Proper 12. Okay, I'll tip. I'll do the tip. I just can't ever be that guy who didn't tip. And then, all these delivery drivers talk to each other. I'm pretty convinced they do.
I'm pretty sure they've got a network.
This O'Brien guy is stiff me on the tip. And now everything I eat's gonna be in my food. I can't have it. I can't have it. So, I don't know what happened, Thunder Snow, but if you tipped, then I just got shook down for another $10. Please complain to these people about this driver because I got shook down, but that's all right. Happy to help him out and happy to have these bottles, and you'll let us know what the heck that's all about. But more whiskey for the party, guys. More whiskey for the party.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, let's get back to the text line. I got a lot of text to catch up on. Mr. Wilbur says, this just in, Sharon Rodgers is changing his number from 12 to 10. 10, as in the number of days he has to sit out. What a loser.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, you really can't call him a loser after last week, can you?
Yes.
I mean, really, can you?
Yes. And by the way, for him to suddenly have COVID, and you're like, why not last week?
The timing on that could not be worse.
I had the whole Aaron Rodgers thing in the injury report. So let me pull that out. I was going to get to that here in a moment, but yeah, Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID. He will not play Sunday. I'm sure you guys have all heard that. I guess he was secretly unvaccinated. So here's where it gets interesting. He went up before God, the world, and everybody in a press conference and said, yeah, I've been immunized. And some people even said, wait, what? He said immunized. He didn't say vaccinated. There's something going on there. Everybody's like, oh, you're just being conspiracy theory. It's another term for it. No, it turns out that he was Bill Clintoning this thing with the, I have not had immunization without vaccination. And he says, there's guys on the team that haven't been vaccinated. I think it's a personal decision, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. But you have misled not just the public into believing you're vaccinated, the NFL, your team, your teammates, all these people who need that information to make decisions in their own life about how to deal with their own health. So basically, Aaron Rodgers, shocker, is a horrible human being and a big fat liar. He lied. He absolutely lied. And listen, you can say, well, it's his personal decision. Well, then it's a personal decision to keep it private. He should have said nothing, not lied, and said he was immunized or and give everybody the wrong idea.
Yeah, just said, I'm not vaccinated. I'm not vaxxed.
Right. Own up
pretty
to
straightforward answer. Just own up to it.
whatever the case, doing what he did was shady as bleep. And I hope that he gets the crap fined out of him. But now he's not just dragging himself down where he looks bad. The Packers now are in trouble. The NFL is investigating. Matt LaFleur says Packers have followed all COVID protocols.
Well, you clearly haven't.
Right.
Because he can say he's immunized all he wants to, but if he's actually been vaccinated,
Hey,
you have a card.
Hey, jackass, if you guys followed all COVID protocols, Blake Bortles would not be in a plane to Green Bay right now, okay? Come on.
Wait a minute. You mean the second coming of Brett Favre, Jordan Love is not going to be the starting quarterback this weekend?
I think he will start the game, but I have a sneaking suspicion Blake Bortles will end up finishing it. But no, it's okay. It is the Jordan Love show, and then Bortles is supposed to be the backup. But yeah, and immediately on the news that Aaron Rodgers is out with the vid, the Chiefs went from a 1-point favorite to an 8-point favorite. And the thing that was amazing to me was, how are they even a 1-point favorite? The Chiefs, they've been so bad lately, and it's like, it's a toss-up game. They're at home. It's the Chiefs right now. They suck so hard, and the Packers have been playing so well. I just don't understand how in the hell the Chiefs were ever the favorite to begin with. Now they're the 8-point favorite.
Yeah, no, I think I'm sorry, Keon, go ahead.
Well, it makes perfect sense now, but even before they were a 1-point favorite, it was a pickup. With how good the Packers looked and how the Chiefs have struggled. I mean, they struggled against the Giants on Monday Night Football, and they made it look as hard as humanly possible.
Thunder Snow says, what? It totally was a shakedown. Sorry, Jeffrey. First time using Drizzly and the last. Oh, I got ripped off. Right here in this very radio studio.
He got double tipped.
He got you. He got you.
I figured I didn't think anybody would do that like that, Thunder Snow. So thanks for letting me know. I'm just like, who sends a present, a gift, or whatever the heck?
He must have given him cash. You know, that's a famous thing you do. If they don't have the tip on their card there, well, then you just hit them with the tip on the other end. See? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna leave that up to you to take care of, Thunder Snow. I'll let you do the complaints. That's funny. Fish Tank says, I thought Aaron Rodgers was changing his number to 19 for COVID-19. All right. Thunder Snow says, just being cool, kicking off Whiskey Wednesday. That's all. Wasn't a bet. Nothing at all, but just giving us a few swigs. This is more than a few swigs. This is
no kidding.
This is
a bottle for me and a bottle for you.
Yeah, and
I don't know what Keon's going to do.
Well, we got more alcohol in my office, but I think Keon's probably going to abstain anyway.
I don't need a whole bottle. I'll take a glass.
After yesterday's show, I needed a whole bottle.
I think we all did, honestly.
Silly Wabbit says Aaron Rodgers didn't win that game last week. AJ Green won the game for him last week. Well, by the way, AJ Green has the COVID.
Oh, does he?
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's or Chief said that at his desk. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true. Should somebody look that up and make sure?
I had not seen that. So
no, Cardinals put AJ Green on COVID list.
Oh, he does have
per the Arizona Cardinals.
Damn it. I was right, or Chief was right. Whatever. Fish Tank, thank you for that. I'm losing track of these texts. Fish Tank, he said other things. He says, yeah, the Jock Peterson Pearls die in Atlanta. I don't think they re-sign him. And it was kind of a thing for the fans. I bet he's not wearing those next year. You don't think Atlanta's going to keep him around?
Well, I don't know. They picked up 3 players that contributed to this ball club when they got him at the trade deadline. Jock Peterson happened to be one of them. And I don't know. It depends on what they have for money. What kind of cash do they have available? Can they afford Jock Peterson? He's going to be a free agent at the end of the season, so we'll see what happens.
Billy from Phoenix says, yeah, AJ Green can catch something. Apparently it's COVID.
Wow.
He's caught many a good ball.
Yeah. You don't have to see that one coming to catch it. So
he also.
Oh, damn. That's straight fire.
True.
Fire. Wow.
Billy also says that Mike White, just another Danny Dimes. Good Cat is trying to tell me that the moron down the dial should be canceled. Instead of saying homeopathic in regards to Aaron Rodgers, he keeps saying homopathic. Are you sure it isn't his outrageous accent? And why are you listening to that stuff? You should be down here listening to us. Let's see. Fish Tank says, yeah, I am just going to keep riding this high, and it helps me forget how bad the Finns are that the Braves won the series. He said, I probably dropped about $400 on Braves World Series championship memorabilia between me and my folks. And he says, yep, today wearing my 1995 replica ring all day at work.
Nice. Good for you.
You can probably talk them into believing you were on that team if you want. Last Optimist says Rodgers underwent a homeopathic therapy that was supposed to stimulate an immune response. However, he could not produce tests to show he'd been successful. Any NFL rejected that as a substitute for vaccinations.
You said in that last paragraph there, you said homeo, stimulate, and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah. The only thing we left out is Shailene Woodley beard. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, why does it bring a smile to my face when I hear people say that Aaron Rodgers has the COVID? Well, because he's not likely to die. We don't want anybody to die. You hope he doesn't have lasting effects. The first thing I did scream at my desk was, why wasn't this last week? Because the Cardinals be undefeated right now if that were the case. Fed Fan says Scottie Pippen lives in Bittertown, population 1. Oh, you're wrong about that. There's a lot of people living in Bittertown. Trust me. Like a little guy that does the morning show here, because I won't do a stupid bet with the points. Fed Fan says, happy retirement to Carla Suarez Navarro. She's a Spanish tennis player that had a beautiful backhand. She came back after fighting cancer, and now she's just going to enjoy that retirement life.
Oh, good for her.
That's cool.
Good for her.
I remember enjoying many of her matches.
Jeffrey.
A lie too big?
Yeah. Yeah. Too big.
Fed Fan says, hey, Keon, did you see the video of that DC chicken delivery driver put up on the TikTok? He turns on the lights of a Popeyes, and he showed rats running all over the floors and walls.
Ooh.
Do you still feel like having a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes?
Oh, that just grossed me right now.
Did you see it?
That's pretty disgusting. I have not seen that.
You don't want to.
Don't know what to tell you. There's a Popeyes in Virginia that has the biggest chicken tenders I've ever seen in my life.
Some of those might have been rats.
Maybe. But you know what? They were delicious. So what am I supposed to do?
It's a good point.
Wow.
What am I supposed to do?
That's a good point. The cats served at Filiberto's have been tasty for years. So
Wow.
you just... I've always said this, and oh my God, we're running late for a break. Well, I've said that a lot too, but I've always said this: if you like the restaurant, don't ever look in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll ruin it for you every single time.
Yep.
All right, we got to take a break. We come back, get caught up on these texts, and we'll move on. We should just go ahead and just jump into the injury report, shall we? It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
No matter what business you're in, you always want to bring your A game. Cintas helps over 1 million businesses perform at a higher level every day. Our dedicated Cintas service reps can deliver what you need to help your business run smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, first aid and safety supplies to fire protection services.
Oh, I'm ready.
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-PROCOPY. That's 602-776-2679.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. couch appointment it is. Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. Plan benefits may vary.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with your electric bill. And with all these things plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly bill? Well, you got to call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
We give you so much sports. You'll have to hit the showers after listening. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today, the Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's sports betting station. But this week, we're also Arizona's racing station. That's right. We have all sorts of racing for you this weekend, starting off with the race setup with Randy White Friday night. Oh, and earlier in the afternoon, the main event will be live from Phoenix Raceway, getting ready for the big championship weekend. Here's what's happening. On Saturday, we have the Arizona Lottery 100. It's live from the Phoenix Raceway at noon. Then after that, a live race setup with Randy White and the chief guy out there from the Phoenix Raceway from 2 to 4 p.m. Then after that at 4 p.m., the NASCAR Cup Series pole qualifier. And then after that, immediately, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship live at Phoenix Raceway. So very exciting there. Then on Sunday, another very special race setup live from 10 a.m. to noon. And then, of course, from Phoenix Raceway, the NASCAR Cup Series Championship, it will be the main event for that day. So you got a huge weekend of racing, Randy. You got to be very excited.
Oh, very excited. This is like this is the ultimate event for NASCAR racing. This is where all the series come together. The ARCA Menard Series, the Camping World Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and then the NASCAR Cup Series, the very top level. And as a matter of fact, I just got this from Matt Humphreys over at Phoenix Raceway. He says that the champions that will be crowned, they'll get their rings presented to them. And fans 21 and older can witness this tradition following each championship race. It'll be at the barn out there, which is a sort of a club venue, a sports bar venue where fans can go in there. They can hang out. There's libations and beverages and food, and there's TVs, so you don't miss any of the action. So after each race, the champion will go over to the barn and be presented with their championship ring. And fans 21 and older can view that. I don't think there's a charge for it. I'm still looking down. Oh, there's a $10 cover charge. So keep that in mind. So if you're going to be out the track, why not take advantage of this and go see your favorite driver. If they win their championship, go see them get their championship ring.
Sounds fun. All right. Listen, you got a lot more information about championship weekend out at Phoenix Raceway, and we'll be giving to you over the course of this week, leading up to all the fun on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's get to the text line, 888-368-1580. Mars Bars 805 says, what's up, fellas? Happy West Coast Wednesday. Hokey players are worse. They don't shave, shower, or change their socks. I think he means hockey for the whole playoffs. Or is that the old school players? OBJ to the Raiders, 805 with a Whiskey Wednesday on the side, please. He has a lot. Mars Bar is 805. He's a stream of consciousness, and I'm going to have to learn to filter that for him. But
got a lot going on there.
Last Optimist says, OBJ is out with an injured ego. Yeah, that's what it's sort of shaping up to be. That he did not get traded at that trade deadline. There were conversations, but it didn't happen. And now they're like having these conversations with him. Is he just losing his bleep or what is going on there? I mean, remember I told you, I bet he was behind his dad's tweet about how he's open all the time and never gets the ball.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe he was.
Could be
either him or his agent. Seems like an idea an agent might cook up. Like, go ahead and force this and see if we can get traded. Because Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad is 50 years old, and that man does not sit down and listen to REM. You know, everybody hurts and watch cut-ups of 20.
You mean that REM?
That REM, yep. While watching all 22 film of his son not being thrown to and editing those two things together.
Oh, I'm 51 and I could do that.
You could do that, but would you?
No.
Can't there still be a deal worked out though? Just because we hit the trade deadline, that doesn't mean you cannot make any more deals for the rest of the season, is it? Keon,
that's called a trade deadline.
As far as the trades go, no. I mean, you'd have to release a
drop and pick up, but you can't trade.
Well,
by the
baseball's got this weird trade deadline, voodoo, wicked stuff that you can do. They have a trade deadline, but then after their trade, well, then they've got more time for you to trade.
It's like trade deadline. Just kidding.
Yeah.
And by the way, I watched my son get touchdowns on offense and defense. He's not a whiny little biatch like OBJ. You know what happened when I went out there? I drove a long way to watch him play in a football. You know, he's only in 8th grade, but he's already looking to be a star. He's more of an athlete than I ever was. But when I'm watching him, he got 2 touchdowns, 2 passes, 2 touchdowns, and then they're like, "Hey, let's let these other guys have a shot." No ego about it when they did that. He was just sitting there all excited and rooting them on as if it was himself out there. And he was a great teammate, and he's playing it on defense and offense. And they're like, "Hey, let's let these defensive guys get some time too." And he's like, "Yeah, okay, cool." He was excited for him and hitting him on the shoulder pads and all happy and everything. It's like, we know you can catch a ball, OBJ, but sometimes it's not all about you. Sometimes maybe you're not getting open enough. Oh, look, you were open. Well, guess what? He didn't go through his progressions fast enough to see you there. He had to take whatever he could take. It's about a team. It's not about just, okay, we have to focus on OBJ and we got to get him the ball. And, whatever his issues are, he's a head case. That's basically what I'm getting to.
Didn't the Browns know that though when they brought OBJ over? Didn't they realize they were getting a diva? I mean, good night.
Wasn't that a damaged goods deal though?
When he was with the Giants,
a little
he
bit.
Was kicking over the kicker's net. He was throwing fits and temper tantrums. Hell, if I was the owner of the Browns, there's no way in hell I'd bring OBJ onto my team.
Well, okay. Well, the owner of the Browns is not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. So that's
true.
Just generally speaking, but like the Browns knew what they were getting into with Odell, and they still brought him in. But I don't think that anybody ever knows how bad it's going to go, or they think our organization, we can be the ones to sort of iron this out. And then he gets over there, and you go, okay, actually, this is exactly as bad as it was advertised to be, and they kind of don't need him. I think that's the part that really kind of burns, is that they play a lot better when he's not playing. Baker plays better when he doesn't feel like he has to force it to him. I don't know. He's not a good fit for this organization at all.
Fed fan says, Keon, I'm 58. I listen to REM. You're a senior citizen hater, aren't you?
Oh boy,
you made her mad now.
No, it's not about that. I'm saying
she wants her pumpkin back.
In time out, 58's not a senior citizen. What the hell?
I'm not saying that anybody is a senior citizen or REM is kind of like a classic, timeless. I don't know. That the point is,
stab you with my pen. You keep going.
The point is,
next he's going to say the Foo Fighters are classic rock.
I was in junior high when REM Green came out, and maybe it was high school. We were all very excited. In fact, a bunch of girls were wearing green that day when that album came out. We were so excited to get it. So be careful, Keon.
Okay, I'm just saying it's timeless music, so I don't know. But the
That's
point
code
is,
for old as hell. Thank you.
No, for good.
For good,
for music that is not obviously dated by time. But the point is that look, this is a 50-year-old black man who is not sitting down and editing all 22 film to REM. Everybody hurts. It's just not happening. Okay, I'm sorry.
Could happen, but you think it was the agent?
I think it's the agent. That the agent was like, "Hey, if we do this, It'll stir up some controversy. And then, you know, we might be able to force a trade here. And the Browns are just like, yeah, well, you know, if we don't get a good offer, you're not getting traded.
Booger Wolf says, if I want to see a bunch of hill jacks drive like idiots and wreck their cars, I'd hang out in Queen Creek. NASCAR sucks.
Well, thank you for your opinion.
Yeah, that's
I
horrible.
don't necessarily agree, but okay.
He's right about Queen Creek, though. You got to be real careful out there.
No, that's
He's
true.
right about that part. But no, listen, people from all areas of life love the NASCAR. It's funny because, you know, that actor Cal Penn just came out and says, yeah, I'm gay and I got my partner here. We're going to get married. And you know, people didn't know that. He said, his first thing he said was, once you've already told your Indian parents that you're an actor, the rest is easy. And he says, more people were shocked to find out that I love NASCAR than they were to find out I was gay. They still can't wrap their heads around the idea that I love the NASCAR. In fact, that was part of his relationship with his guy, is that was a thing I guess they bonded over. So
wow.
So yeah, not everybody gets it, Booger Wolf, but I don't think it's fair to say it sucks. I think some of the people in the stands at certain places do, but
hang on now. Hang on.
Talking about
Hang
the
on.
racist bastards out in the South. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right.
Not about the good people here. Anyway, so we've got Thunder Snow. Don't apologize. You sent free whiskey. He says, I just donated $20 to Arizona Sports Angels.
Oh, thank you, but you didn't have to do that.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, all right. 1 hour down, 2 to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Want to learn a new language so it will actually stick? Try Babbel. Practice real-life conversations in the Babbel app.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Get personalized help in Babbel's live online classes.
Classes are limited to 6 people, so everyone can get the help they need.
Review words and phrases with fun games, or dive into the culture with short videos. Whatever your learning style, Babbel gives you the tools you need. Babbel, more ways to learn. Now try Babbel free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. Couch appointment it is.
Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. Plan benefits may vary.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
And earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer. KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
People settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. All right, feel bad now. Old Thunder Snow felt bad that I got shook down, and now I feel like I shook him down. He sent over a couple of bottles of whiskey for the Daily Blender for Whiskey Wednesday, and then the driver is like, hey, there's no tip here. This is how I make a living. How about a tip there, buddy? I'm like, all right, well, all I got is $10. And he said, thanks. And he ran out the room. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's fair. And then I was just like, I've never sent anybody a present and then made them pay the tip. And then Thunder Snow heard me talking about it. And he's like, oh, you got shook down. He's like, I've never used this company before. And it's like, okay, well, that's cool. I don't mind. Listen, I'm glad I was able to help the guy out and everything, but now Thunder Snow he felt bad. And so now he's gone over and given $20 to ArizonaSportsAngels.org. And now I feel like I just shook him down. And the tip was only $10, not $20. Thunder Snow.
Hey, listen, Thunder Snow is a man. He's a grown ass man. He does what he wants. And if he feels like he wants to donate $20 because it's this shyster, I can't really say shyster. I feel bad. Those guys are out there.
He's just hustling.
Burning
hustled.
gas and hustling. Yeah, he hustled. Yeah. He wasn't like a crook or anything. Yeah, listen, you had no way of knowing. You gave him $10. Now let it go. Now, Thunder Snow has donated to the greatest charity I know of, and that's Arizona Sports Angels. So thank you very much.
I think we could call him a shady little double dipper. I think that's what we could call him. Shady little double dipper.
Who in their entire life here on Earth has not double dipped at one time or not?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
And there you go. And there, Keon?
I don't think I did.
I'm pretty sure I have at some point.
Jeffrey, I'm sure you've double dipped.
Chips. I've double dipped on chips, but that's only if that's my dip and nobody else's. Never in a party.
Keon, give me your double dip story. Come on. Let's hear
the story.
Yeah, let's hear the double dip story. I want to hear about it.
Oh, I got a double dip story.
Okay, Jeffrey O'Brien, double dip story. Go.
You ever get caught double dipping? Well, I got caught double dipping in the worst way. I dipped, took a bite. Now, this is when I was in high school. All right. I was at a party and I had one of those big old chips. Right. And I was like, humped. I'm like, oh, I want some more dip. And I looked around and I dipped and it broke off. So I had like the little corner and somebody turned around at that moment. They're like, oh, you broke your chip. They grabbed the chip out and you could see the outline of my first bite. And the girl goes, oh, you're not supposed to do that. He's double dipping. I'm like, no, I was. Okay, I was.
It came out of the bag like that, man. It came out of the bag like that.
Never do that again. That's where I learned. I learned a lot of things, in my high school age. And
haven't we all?
Yeah. And by the way, REM's Green came out in 1988 when I was in high school. So yes, wow. That is when it came out. And boy, it's still good music today. I don't know what. Keon wants to make it seem like that anyone who listens to REM is old.
Well, like I said, timeless. The music is timeless, as in it doesn't.
You can't read through.
It doesn't
the lines
age
on that.
It doesn't age.
Yeah, you don't have to say something doesn't age when it's not old. You only say stuff like that about. Holy God, that's old. You don't say that about something a few weeks ago. Oh, that's timeless. You're like, oh yeah, it's good stuff. You just say it's good stuff, Keon.
I was in an elevator the other day. You guys, and I hate to admit this, but I'm a big Van Halen fan.
Oh yeah, me too.
Rush fan. I love that era of rock and roll, that early 80s, late 70s rock and roll.
Great to drive to.
Oh yeah, listen, I was in an elevator and there was a Van Halen Jump was playing, but it was a Muzak. It was like
done with strings.
Yeah, and I felt immediately. I felt terrible. Yeah, I felt 100 years old.
Yeah, for me, the first time that happened was music that I like. You see it in the bargain bin. We used to have something called cassettes, Keon.
I actually did too, because I don't know how young you think I am.
That's a cassette right there.
You've never bought
a cassette.
You've never bought one.
No, my parents bought cassettes.
Yeah, okay. I've never bought
and then I used blank cassettes and recorded stuff from the radio. What
I've never bought a 8-track tape either, but I looked over and I was like, oh, look, there's Toto. Oh, it's in the wrong bin. It's in the wrong bin. No, it's not in the wrong bin. There's 17 of them in there.
Yeah. There's a reason Toto's in the bargain bin.
I guess people weren't too into the rain in Africa, were they? Because there they all are, just 17 cassettes there.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, Fed Fan says, Keon offended me. Can I have $20? Do you have a charity? She says, Shiny Happy People is my favorite REM song. Well, I think that is their least favorite, to be honest. If you read what Michael Stipe says about Shiny Happy People, it's kind of funny. Let's see. Last Optimist says, wife says I'm an old soul. ARP agrees and sent me a membership form and I turned 20. Seriously? That's awesome. I would have filled it out and sent it in. Now I'm like, well, see, here's what it is. You get to a certain point in your life, right? And you always think, oh, the ARP guys, they're all old peoples. And then you get to about that age. I don't feel old. But then I'm like, I'm not going to join AARP. That's for the old people. I don't feel old. And I get how much off? How much do I get off? There's a discount. I get discounts. How much? Those are some pretty good discounts. Oh. So now I'm thinking about joining.
Listen, at 59 years old, and it hasn't struck me too often, but there are times when I go into restaurants and ask if there's a senior discount and what is the senior discount?
You're not even senior.
Denny's, I'm a senior at Denny's. I get like a huge discount at Denny's. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If I go to Denny's to eat, I get the senior damn discount, boys. Yes.
Licky Lips Johnson says, my mom listens to REM. She's 60. So most likely if you listen to REM, you're probably older than the Devil's Wiener.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just barely 50, 51. So yeah. Shut up, Licky Lips Johnson. Random texture says, not a lot of people liking the rains down in Africa, Jeffrey. I bet you Rosanna has something to say about that.
I see what you did there.
They weren't too interested in her either.
Yeah,
Same album.
She only said it 99 times. I see what I did.
Oh, God, we're old. Senior Wake and Bake says, yeah, I'd give them a verbal tip. Just the tip. Okay, enough of that. And yes, of course, we've heard about Ruggs, the Raiders player. We're going to talk about that a little later on. I don't know if that's the curse of John Gruden, although I saw somebody tweet out, well, just between us, somebody saw Derek Carr over serving him at a party, or it is shifted Olive Garden. I don't know what it was, and I don't know if there's any truth to him coming from a party but I doubt it. Bruno Baller says they didn't care about the rain in Africa because they were hanging out with Rosanna. That's a true fact. And by the way, some places accept 55 years and plus for senior discounts.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
It's kind of rude.
I'm a living testimony to that.
Of course, I don't know if you could really float a middle-aged discount. That might even be worse.
55 and older, senior discount. I get those.
Random texture says, hold the line, Randy. I'm sure she said a little more than 99 times.
Yeah, hold the line.
Good Cat says, what's with these former superstar wide receivers? OBJ and Antonio Brown be crazy as loons. I don't know. That's a good question. And you know, at first, Antonio Brown was a pretty cool dude. And then some people say it might have been a CTE. And then Juju Smith-Schuster started kind of going goofy. And I don't think he got a CTE, or I don't know, maybe he did. And then OBJ, he's been crazy since the beginning, isn't he?
I mean, I don't know if he's crazy. I just think he's selfish.
Some people conceal their crazy till they get good and confident and their ego grows where they let their freak flag fly.
Yeah,
maybe because he did there was like normal Odell.
I'm just making sure that came out of my mouth right. Freak flag fly. Did I say fry? Did I say fry?
I don't know.
Freak flag fly is what I meant to say.
Hello.
It's a sneaky tongue twister. But Odell had like normal hair, and then when he blonded himself, that was the moment where it was just all I'm punching the kicking nets.
Well, maybe it's something in the dye, because didn't Antonio Brown got a little bit of the frosted?
True.
For a while he had a frosted mustache.
I have no idea why he did
DK
that.
Metcalf's another one we got to keep an eye on, because he's got that green.
He's green.
That is the green that my mom's toilet seat cover was in the 70s. Something ain't right when you choose that as the color. You know, like, are you sure this color?
Yeah, that color.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. He went to a rookie hair color lady.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, I'm gonna okay, Seahawks green. Here you go."
He probably
Bam!
found the
There it
only hairdresser he had not sexually harassed.
Ooh.
And but anyways, back
was
to
that a DK Metcalf one?
No, we were talking about Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf, as far as I know, doesn't have any allegations.
Same.
Everybody's like, somebody get legal on the phone. Jeffrey just accused somebody. No, that's not what I did. It's not what I did. Let's see. Let's get caught up on the text line. King of Kittens says, hey, Keon, what time is the first pitch of Game 7 of the World Series? Oh, yeah. Can you let us know what time it is?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Probably a quarter past. Not anymore.
Nice, you didn't even try. I didn't see you Google anything.
Because the World Series is over.
Do your job, Keon.
It's over.
Do your job, Keon. Look it up.
Over,
Look it up.
ladies and
Look it up.
gentlemen.
Look it up. What time would it have been?
Last night, about 5 o'clock our time.
No, I mean, what? Game 7 would have been what time?
They've all been at 5.
Oh, yeah. I guess
it would have been about 5 o'clock our time.
Tune in at 5. Tune in at 5 there, King of Kittens. Blissful Hayes says, I want to see celebrity boxing match between Jeffrey and Bruce Jacobs on pay-per-view.
No, you should. That's got to go on public television. That's got to go on.
Just like all access.
You don't need to pay for that stuff.
Well, no. Bruce Jacobs would want me like, all right, well, you got to tie one hand behind your back, and it has to be tied to your left leg. So I'd have to be hopping like this.
Yeah. See,
because if there was any kind of a boxing match between him and me, that's it. It's not even a match. It's just,
what's the edge he can get on this? It's like that 10.5-point cover he's got between the Jets and the Colts.
I'm going to have to hold your arms back, Jeffrey. That's what's going to happen is Dale has to be there holding my arms back behind me. Yeah. Ain't going to be any boxing match. Ain't gonna be any boxing match. Fish Tank says, I just saw it looks like Buster Posey will retire tomorrow. He's an automatic Hall of Famer for me. What do you guys think?
No, I'd have to look at his numbers, but I mean, it surely is one of the upper echelon catchers in Major League Baseball. I mean, let me see what his
is he related to Parker Posey, the actress? She plays the crazy lady on Lost in Space.
I would think Buster Posey is a Hall of Famer, but I do think that the injuries did take some time away from him.
Nobody else is looking it up. Buster Posey.
He is not the related to the.
You don't know that yet. You don't know that. His spouse is Kristen Posey. I love Wikipedia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Personally,
I'm looking up his stats.
Wow, he's got years and years of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think his younger sister Samantha played softball for Valdosta State University.
That's in Georgia. Valdosta, Georgia.
Heard of Valdosta?
I'm pretty sure
Georgia.
Keon knows where it is. Valdosta, Georgia,
near the coast.
Not related to Parker Posey. It looks like. I know, but you didn't know for sure. It could have.
Let's see, a 302 batting average. He knocked in 729 RBI, 158 home runs.
This is weird.
Hits.
This is weird. A bizarre coincidence. He married a girl with the same last name, Kristen Posey. Or is that just her name now? Hold on. I'm still looking into this. You go ahead and do your stats. Do the stats.
Yeah, I think that's just her name now.
Oh,
yeah. I think it'd be close. I think it would be close. He's had a wonderful career. Look at
it. 7-time All-Star, 3 times World Series champion. He's been the National League MVP, National League Rookie of the Year, Golden Glove Award, 4-time Silver Slugger, 2-time Wilson Defensive Player Award, 2 times Fielding Bible Award. Okay.
Fielding what?
Fielding Bible Award? I don't know what that
is. Heard of
National League Hank Aaron Award, National League Comeback Player of the Year in 2012 and 2021, National League Batting Champion, Golden Spikes Award, and the Dick Hauser Trophy in 2008.
And his lifetime batting average at the MLB level was 302. I would say, he probably would end up being a Hall of Fame catcher. Absolutely, for the Giants. He's a good guy.
First automatic ballot, right? Boom, you're in.
Well, I don't know if it's first, but he'll definitely get on the ballot, and I think he'll probably make it. Mm-hmm.
Fed Fan says Parker Posey was great in the movie Best in Show. That's right. She was in that. Yeah. Navy Brad says when an NFL player dyes his hair green, it's called the Oompa Loompa syndrome. Yeah. Nothing good ever comes after that, does it? I mean, DK Metcalf is Is he not? He's not crazy, right? He's still doing all right, right?
He's still doing all right.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and he got into the war of words with Shannon Sharp there, but that's not crazy. Shannon Sharp is legitimately an annoying person.
That's true. No, yeah, his giant teeth. That's by himself is enough. Good Cat says, Jeffrey, you just donated to that delivery guy's cannabis charity. Probably right. He did kind of seem like that. Thunder Snow says, back in the day, a friendly lunch dinner bet, it was always just straight up. It's a friendly money bet. It could be straight up or use points, I guess. Rex Terra says, Buster has to get in the hall. Major League Baseball changed the rules on guarding the plate because he got hurt.
Well, yeah, and it was against the Diamondbacks, and it was a gruesome injury. But yeah, they did have to adjust that rule. But still, does that put him in the Hall of Fame because he got hurt at home plate?
No, I think the resume I just read off there is a good argument.
His resume speaks for itself.
Yeah,
and a lifetime 302 hitter at the big league level.
I think what they're saying, maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it, is that had that injury not happened, he probably does put up the kinds of numbers that make him a first ballot Hall of Famer. Right now, we're kind of going, he gets in, but it's probably not first ballot.
That's fair. Thundar San Barbarian says, I guess Correa, Altuve, Bergman, and company have learned once again that it's a lot harder to win a World Series when you don't know what pitch is coming. Dodger fan here, but as detestable as those Bay Area bums are, hats off to Buster Posey. Great player, good guy, despite playing for San Fran. Yeah, that dude deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
I would agree. I mean, the guy never got into any trouble. He was a good dude. He was a good clubhouse leader. The guy always showed up. He was a great hitting catcher. Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't make the Hall of Fame.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Booger Wolf just says that NASCAR drivers are trout mouth goofy bastards thinking they can drive good.
Let's see.
What does that even mean?
I'll tell that to Ryan Newman, who, I'm sorry, he's an aeronautical engineer, graduated from Purdue. Oh, sorry.
What does trout mouth mean? Does it mean their mouth is open all the time?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a horrible thing to say there, Booger Wolf. He says, it's my personal opinion. But still, that's a bit rude. I don't believe that. You know, every NASCAR driver I've met, and because we've been out there at the track, very intelligent guys. These guys are not, well, they're not like some of the people you might see in the stands in the South. These guys, it's a very technical thing, what they do. You know, it's, you got to be smart to deal with those cars and the stuff that they've got to deal with. There's a lot going on there, Booger Wolf.
There is.
May not be your thing to watch, but take it easy on the guys doing the racing.
And that's okay, Booger Wolf. We've got plenty of fans. You just stand your ground.
Ukla Mock says, if you got the album, Radio Pal, you're old. Hi, Randy. Hi, Keon.
Hi, Ukla.
Rough Rob says, I need to edit my fantasy team to Everybody Hurts. Henry, Winston, Ruggs, now Michael Thomas, Logan Thomas, Elaire, all of them on IR. Jagdog says, Keon, what do you have against old people? You ageist. My parents are old. You want them killed too?
I'm sorry, what?
Randy, can I get a Crown of the Rocks, please?
No.
That's the guy at the bar who says all that crazy stuff. I'll tell you another thing. Can I get a Crown of the Rocks, please? Thanks. Yeah, I'll tell you another thing, Keon. Big George says, wait, you say you got hustled, Jeffrey? Who is this individual? I'm ready to take some legal action on behalf of the Daily Blender and Arizona Sports Angels. No, it's okay, Big George. It's okay. Might have just been a misunderstanding. So stand down. It's all right. He says, those insults against NASCAR drivers was unwarranted, Booger Wolf. I may not like the NASCAR, but I respect what they do, damn it. He also says, happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Congratulations to the 2021 World Series champion Atlanta Braves. Very glad to see them win. Shocking. The Astros can't win a championship without cheating. Makes you wonder. No, it doesn't make anybody wonder. We all know. Simple as that. Fish Tank says catchers don't hit like Buster anymore. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Name a better catcher through this his time. Mauer can't get there. Boline is great, but he can't keep up with Buster's bat. Buster is automatic.
Well, I think he will end up in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if it's going to be first ballot because I'm not one of those wimpy, tiny, itty bitty,
whiny talking writers that vote on this type of thing. You got these guys out here that talk like this. They never played Little League, and they're experts in baseball.
So I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're right. There's always somebody, right? There's always somebody.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back, and at some point, God is my witness. We're going to get to that NFL injury report. Yeah. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
You might not know it, but your small business IT systems can leave you and your customers vulnerable. At Affinity Technology, we provide peace of mind by ensuring your computer systems are working and are safe from hackers and outside threats. We solve technology problems for small business. No confusing tech talk or black box setups. If it plugs in, we work with it. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with your electric bill. And with all these things plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly bill? Well, you got to call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
What if I told you there's a wealth management firm that offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee? Think it doesn't exist? Think again.
Hi, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. When you start a new relationship with Compact, we'll create your customized investment portfolio and financial plan dedicated to help you reach your goals. Try us out for a year. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get all of the management and maintenance fee that you paid refunded. This is our 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and use the keyword talk to Mo to find out more. Again, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword talk to Mo. Satisfaction guarantee doesn't apply to fees and commissions charged by third parties for such things as insurance products or mutual fund redemptions. It also doesn't apply to any market losses which might occur in an account. For additional information regarding this guarantee, please see the disclosure brochure available at the time you enroll or upon request.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
at earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
If you're not spending every waking moment checking us out online,
you better have a good excuse.
Yeah. We've loaded up our website with the stories, pics, video, podcast, commentary, and more. The kind of stuff you love.
Hey, it takes a lot of time to post all this junk.
And you'll love every bit of it. Very well.
Or at least most of it.
It appears that the website has become alive.
Hit it now.
It's on the internet.
1580thefanatic.com.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's sports betting station. We have a load of NFL for you, even in amidst the championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Thursday night football, we have Jets at Colts. Sunday night football, we have Titans at Rams. Monday night football, we got Bears and Steelers. And if that's not enough football for you, we also have the AIA high school football game of the week. It's Millennium at Desert Eagles. So there you go. Tons of football happening here on 1580, The Fanatic. Let's get back to the text line. I'm still behind. It's been very busy on the text line. Gorilla Toe says, I'll take Buster Hyman over Buster Posey. What team does he play for?
Oh, damn.
What? Is there a Buster Hyman? Google Buster Hyman, please. Somebody. I don't understand.
Don't.
What did he quit?
Don't do that.
Did he already
Don't do
retire?
that,
I mean, what?
You don't have to warn me, Randy.
All right, fine. Sure. Make fun of the guy who doesn't know baseball that well.
It has nothing to do with baseball.
King of Kitten says, oh, this tire shop is packed. There's too many people here. I'm going to reschedule my tire appointment.
Good for you.
Thanks for sharing. have a feeling that might have been a text for somebody else. Random texter says, Jeffrey, if you'd like the Green album there from REM, you should listen to the album South Central Rain they put out about 5 years before. Oh, it's even better. There's always somebody. There's always somebody. Yeah, a music snob, or somebody who's so into a band they become a music snob about that band.
But is he a music snob or a music aficionado?
I have a feeling he's one of them guys. But either way,
aficionado.
He's just trying to make a recommendation. Seems like there.
I already know that though.
He's not trying to tell you the Green album sucks in comparison. He's just trying to share some wisdom.
He was hipstering me. He was hipstering me.
No.
Well, that's what happens. Are you a barista now, random texter?
Oh boy.
No, I think if random texter was trying to hipster you, you've only listened to the Green album. I can't believe. I cannot believe. And you call yourself an REM fan.
Stand in the place you live with lame music. You're so basic. All right, fine. Random texter's not. He's not a hipster, but I will say he is right. That I already know about South Central Rain. Good music. Baby Got Dax is happy Wednesday, gentlemen. Just trying to figure out why Aaron Rodgers would lie about being vaccinated in the beginning of the season. He's such a weirdo. That's a good point. Why? What benefit was there other than if you allude to the idea that you are vaccinated, then you don't have those same restrictions as unvaccinated NFL players. Basically, this dude just walked into work and lied about something that affects other people's health.
He lied to the media. I don't think you can lie to the team. If you've been vaccinated,
can I just say
you have a card.
Well,
Do you not?
Hold on, Keon. You see, there have been videos and photos of him on the sidelines, no mask. And it was at practice. It was in games. It was in preseason, all the above. NFL regulates some of that. And if you're not vaccinated, there are different rules for you. And he was not adhering to that. So he absolutely has misled either the Packers or definitely the NFL.
Well, he put in his alternative whatever to the NFL and they said no. And the Packers, I think the Packers are culpable. This investigation into them.
When did they say no?
Before the season.
So then he knew, all right, for me to get away with this, now I have to lie about being vaccinated.
Well, I don't know if he lied, because how can you lie about being vaccinated if you get a vaccination card? The Packers must have known and gave him special privileges, and they're in on it.
So
they have to be.
Or he does have a fake vaccination card, and that is going to come to light, and that's going to bite him on the ass, the NFL on the ass, and the Packers on the ass, unless Roger Goodell does a Roger Goodell thing and we never see anything and
breaks out
knows.
the broom and sweeps it all under the rug. I just think that the Packers are in on the thing, because you know what? They spent the entire summer being essentially verbally thrashed by him, and now they're just bending over backwards to make him happy. And this was part of it, and they're wrong for it. But I just don't think you can deceive team doctors by just going up. I brought my fake card, because it hasn't worked for anybody visiting Hawaii.
Well, that's okay. So here's a different thing on that. The fake card, there's numbers and things that are on there that they'll run through a database. But if somebody wants to believe you, they look at it and they're like, yeah, it looks good to me. They, and maybe even they write some stuff down in a log, but they're not going back and doing a check on that. It's kind of like, they'll do a background check on you for a job, but they're not going super deep. And I don't think that the team doctors would go super deep. If he shows them a card, it has a little signature, has some numbers that seem to make sense. All right, way to go, Aaron. Well, have a good day. Thanks. And that's it. He definitely has misled the press. I don't really get too bent out of shape about that. But I'm worried about him misleading the Packers and of course the NFL in that. So if he's done these things, there will be fines. If the team has helped, then there's going to be huge ramifications for that.
Fines, there could be lost
draft picks, you name it. So Fish Tank says, I guess John Wick could kill everyone and everything except for COVID.
Unless he was using COVID.
Killing people with COVID.
Just Aaron Rodgers committing to the costume.
Why are you breathing on me, Aaron? You'll see. I didn't want to bring this up, Good Cat. He says, wow, how bad are our Coyotes? They're having open tryouts now. That makes me sad. Okay, A, is that true? B, they're now 0-9. 0-9. That's right.
Yeah, they're 0-9. I haven't heard anything about open tryouts. I've heard open practices.
I wasn't even going to bring this up. In fact, I had the sheet, and all I could write on it was this. I just can't.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't talk about the Coyotes anymore.
Worst start, I think, in franchise history at this point, 0-9. And this team doesn't look to get any better anytime soon. Could this team actually go 0-80?
I don't think that's, but like someone's going to be tired one night.
We had a team that was on the rise, and then they blew it up, and now we're the laughing stock again of the NHL.
Hey, you forgot to rebuild it after you blew it up, jackasses.
My understanding is the general manager of this team is known for blowing up teams and rebuilding using youth and young talent and getting the team headed in the right direction. And the McGivney or whatever the guy's name is, the head coach, Givney or Kachovny or something like that. Anyway, he works with young players, so they knew what they were doing from the get-go. But I haven't seen any open tryouts. I've seen open practice.
They blew up the team and they didn't make it right. Dale Hellestray is famous for blowing up bathrooms, but after it's over, he sprays a little bit of something in there so he doesn't leave a stink. And the Coyotes blew up the bathroom and they left a stink.
Yeah, they sure did. They didn't spray anything after. They didn't use any of that poopery.
Yeah, that's. I don't even know if that's enough to cover the stank of the Arizona Coyotes right now.
Oh no, it is. It is. The poopery works really well. I used it on a hunting trip with my buddies.
I don't know if that works in ice.
No, poopery works really good. You got to get that stuff. Hey, the poopery, you put a little in there, you do your daily duty, and then you flush. Everything smells like roses.
So here's what we're gonna do for Christmas. Gonna get Dale some of that poopery.
There we
gonna get Bruce Jacobs a sneeze guard for in here, plexiglass, and
like at the buffet.
And for Chief, we're gonna get him a book. I mean, granted, it's a gag gift, but still, wow. So there it is. I already got my.
Come on now. Come on, Chief is great. He's smart. The guy worked on F-15s and F-16s. Come on, he's smart.
Senior Wake and Bake says, "I'll listen to REM when I grow ovaries." Oh, come on, man. REM's a good band. It was a good band. Some of it's a little bit, but a lot of it's good stuff. Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, "I don't want to talk about my fantasy football team because I don't want to curse myself, but anyone in Blender League 5 who needs a wide receiver help, I just noticed that Henry Riggs is available. Get him while he's free, everybody." Well, he's not free. He's in jail now. He has been apprehended. That is
anything but free.
He was in court today. Actually.
Yeah. What did he plead?
I didn't catch what he pled. I just saw what the details of the case were, and how fast he was driving and all of that stuff.
156 miles an hour on a city street. Yeah. Now, I've been 156 miles an hour, but never with anyone around, never on a city street. And, oh, yeah, by the way, not with Steve Keim levels of alcohol in my system. That is just, he's going away, and it's a tragic end to a life, and it's a tragic end to this guy and his, somewhat promising career. And that's the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's ruined his own life. He's taken someone else's life. Just a whole bunch of bad decisions all the way around.
So somebody told me that with the NFL players who have killed somebody in automobile accidents, there was listed off 3 or 4 people, and said the average the total jail time for those guys was like 280 days. When you kill somebody, like what happened, he could go 2 years to 20 years, depending on circumstances in the sentencing. So basically what that tells you is if you have money and a good lawyer, you don't have to do any time. And so it seems like this Ruggs guy might not end up, doing the amount of time we hope he would for this sort of a heinous act. But we don't have all the details yet, so it may not be fair to say anything more about it. But boy, that is just a tragic, horrific thing that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boomer Sooner says, no, Jeffrey, have you seen the color of the new cars these days? That real dull gray, that dull puke green. I've done surprise me. He puts that on his freaking head. He's an albatross. What are you talking about?
Are we talking about DK Metcalf?
He's talking about OBJ.
Metcalf.
He's talking about OBJ. Yeah, sorry about that. It was a little bit disconnected. Watermelon says, Jeffrey, quick question for you and the team. Does anyone know when the NFL gets these young kids and gives them big chunks of money, if they have any sort of life coach, somebody like that teaches them how to survive and make good decisions after they get all this money? Seems like the NFL has the highest rate of guys that make bad decisions once they make money.
Well, I think the NFL does have a program for rookies coming in, especially rookies that have these big giant contracts. They have former NFL players who have played in the league and have made lots of money and have spent it wisely and stocked it away. They try to teach these guys and mentor these guys, but it only goes one way. If the player wants to listen and take heed and take the advice, then great. If the player doesn't, then you end up with tragedy or guys that end up broke and penniless on the streets. They have nothing left after their playing careers. So
we've talked about this in the show, and I've said there needs to be somebody at every level for athletes because unfortunately athletes get treated differently. So their learning curve ends up being a little bit different when it comes to regular life. And yeah, you need to have somebody trying to help teach these kids certain things as at the junior high level, at the high school level, at the college level, and even in the entry into the NFL level. And a lot of people say, oh, they're grown ass men. You shouldn't have to tell them anything in the NFL. Yeah, you should, because they've come down a different path than a lot of people have. And you're right, Randy. They need education on how to handle their money, how to handle themselves. One of the worst things I ever saw, everybody thought it was funny, Chris Carter saying, make sure you have a good fall guy. He was giving advice to a bunch of, I can't remember if it was college or rookies or something. And everybody's like, what the hell? Well, he's right. But what the hell, man? And, so it's like, okay, can we give them good guy advice, not advice on how to get away with crap? So,
because Chris Carter also had actual good advice too, because he's a guy that made mistakes and stuff and got a second chance. But not everybody is that talented. You're not going to get a second chance. A lot of these guys, sometimes there's just one chance, or sometimes in the case of Henry Ruggs, you make a mistake so bad that there shouldn't be a second chance for you, to be honest. So like a lot of these guys need that advice on the front end from, a variety of different people, whether it's somebody who's done it right, who's been able to have a successful career, or someone who hasn't been able to get things together. Like Bernie Kosar had all of his money taken by his dad. Like there's a story, there's a lesson.
Well, and again, the player has to want to listen and heed this advice and seek help, getting people around him that's going to be good for him, not bad for him. I don't know what the situation was with Henry Ruggs. I saw the Twitter post that he had, had texted Derek Carr from Topgolf. Apparently, he was there and left there and got in this accident. He was going, 156 miles an hour at impact. Oh my God! I mean, you gotta want this advice and this wisdom as a young ball player, or it goes for naught.
Yeah, it just all the way around. No matter what is said, it is sad and a tragedy for everybody involved. And there is some personal responsibility, and he's got to be held accountable. That's as simple as that. Bite My Kebab says, please add my name to your Coyote hockey ticket giveaway list. Thank you.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to give away tickets to ASU game. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey.
I got to give away a pair of tickets today and tomorrow. I got a pair of tickets for you guys to see ASU versus USC. It's on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Don't let me forget to do that. We'll do that here soon, but not right now. But just be ready for your chance to call in and win those tickets. We got to remember to do this because I got to give them away tomorrow too, and I'll get yelled at. So we must take a break. When we come back, we'll keep on. Oh, that's right. We still have the injury report to do. I swear to God, we're going to get there. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580, The Fanatic. Coming up on Thursday at 1 p.m., Week 9 in the NFL is getting ready to kick off. Get you updated on injury status across the league and even Kyler Murray and the rest of the Cardinals. Suns got a reaction from the crowd at home. Should there be any concern going to Thursday night's Rocket game? NHL, Major League Baseball, and more sports news. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event Thursday, 1 p.m. on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. Couch appointment it is.
Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. Plan benefits may vary.
Did you know that Constructors Bonding has been Arizona's leader in surety management for over 40 years? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than anyone, anywhere. Contractors, developers, attorneys, car dealers, and hundreds of other industries turn to Constructors Bonding for their bond solutions. Call me personally at 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution for better bonding.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari on creating a well-balanced portfolio.
Are you just chasing this hot stock and that hot stock? Or do you have a plan? Do you have a balanced portfolio where you have a little bit in healthcare, a little bit in technology, a little bit maybe in energy even? How much do you have in the subsectors like communication services and technology? And then you look at all the stocks within those areas and say, okay, this is the one I like and this is the one that I don't like. But you have to have that balance. And then finding the right balance depending on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're looking for income in your portfolio, maybe you want more dividend paying stocks, or I've got 20 years, I want growth.
If you need help creating a well-balanced portfolio, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or go to compact.com and click on the Get Started button. Again, from your cell phone, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or visit compact.com and click on the Get Started button.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Bruce Jacobs here to tell you there is no doubt that Harman Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. But did you know it's possible to get solar for zero down? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harman Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go online to harmansolar.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Arizona's new home for sports.
Sandy Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. And as everybody knows, the Raiders have released Henry Ruggs. Sort of out of habit, the Raiders immediately tried to pick up Henry Ruggs, but then they realized, no, we can't do that.
That's too soon, man. That's too soon.
I could have said Ravens. 888-368-1580. By the way, you know,
said Chiefs too.
Today is the National Sandwich Day. Did you know that? Today is National Sandwich Day.
I did. I got an alert from Jersey Mike's.
I bet you did. I didn't because I make sandwiches at home. And by the way, the pronunciation is sandwich. I don't care what anybody says. There was a meeting between Ralphie May and I on this very program, and we had a vote, and sandwich is the correct pronunciation. I don't care what anybody else says. But yeah, right. The history, you know, the history of sandwich, right? The sandwich. They said that this fourth Earl of Sandwich, John Montagu, in 1762, he was an earl and he was a gambler. And he's sitting there, he's like, listen, can you give me something where I don't have to use a knife and fork? I can just eat it because I want to keep gambling. He would do like 24-hour gambling streaks. You just sit there and just gamble.
Wow.
And so they were like, he's like, oh, you know what we could do? Remember we went to the Eastern Mediterranean there and we saw these Greeks and Turks peoples. They had this thing that where they took a couple pieces of bread and had some meat in there and we could use that. And he said, oh yeah, let's do that. Well, after that, he went around telling everybody he invented it. And that's why they call it sandwich. But it wasn't him that invented it. It was something that the Greeks and the Turks have been doing for quite some time as little appetizers. That's where it originally came from. So while credited to the Earl of Sandwich, that little tasty thing was probably developed 100 years before that.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Amazing facts again today, Jeff.
I like
amazing
sandwiches.
facts.
I like
Wow.
sandwiches. You ever have a po' boy sandwich? That's pretty good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's delicious.
Oh yeah, that's French bread. You throw some fried meat in there, and a lot of times they'll dress it with tomatoes or lettuce or whatever. And you ever have that hot Creole sauce in there? A little something in there that's good stuff. And by the way, I don't even want to get into your damn conversation because I know it's coming because I said it's National Sandwich Day. Your taco is not a sandwich. Your hot dog is not a sandwich.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And there is legal precedence behind this, Big George. That's right. A court in Boston, Massachusetts ruled that a sandwich includes at least 2 slices of bread, does not include burritos, tacos, or quesadillas, because those are made usually with a single tortilla. And so it's the separation. A hot dog bun is connected. So that is not a sandwich. So we're done here. We're done here. That's it. We're done here. Don't even come at me with a hot dog is a sandwich. Shut up. No, it's not. And neither is a hamburger.
Slam the damn gavel right down. That's the end of that discussion. Well,
Bam! Don't got
it's
time
over.
for your nonsense.
That's right.
We have our own nonsense we have to deal with. We don't have time for your a hot dog is a sandwich. Nonsense.
Exactly.
It's never been.
Stop it.
It's never been a sandwich.
Stop it. Big George says, have you guys been to the Earl of Sandwich in Las Vegas? Best sandwiches in the United States. My favorite sandwich is the full Montague. It is delicious. Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I have been to the Hat in Los Angeles, which is also a great sandwich shop. They've got like this pastrami sandwich that's just, oh my God.
Boys, we're going to Vegas.
Okay.
Not
All
this
right.
moment, but soon. Yeah, I got to
Should
try
I
it.
pack right now or
Not soon. Soon.
Oh,
have a
okay.
bag ready. Everybody should have a go bag.
a go bag? All right.
All right. I don't want to fight.
Should I
about
pack my my
sandwiches.
swim trunks or are we doing this au naturel again?
Oh, all natural. Yeah, listen,
Okay.
there's no better way to clear the pool than
yeah.
to have Randy and I come running from opposite ends naked and do a cannonball into the pool. And then families run screaming away.
Oh, yeah.
Then we slip our trunks on. And when they come out, the authorities, and we're like, what was that? We're like, yeah, there's some guys. What the hell? This was a family place.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my sciatica, I'd have jumped out of the pool too.
Yeah.
Let us know if you find them. But then
That's what you got to do.
Then we have the pool to ourselves for a while.
Slowly they trickle back in.
Yeah, I learned that trick from Buddy Hackett.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Bite my kebab. Thank you for that. Good Cat says, my apologies. It's open practices. Sorry, Fourth Dimension. They are not having open tryouts.
Yeah.
Boogie says, Thundar, the Santa Barbarian, I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm right behind you in second place. I'm coming for you. Delta Force League 5 forever, he says. It's just the Daily Blender League 5.
I'm slowly sinking to the bottom of the Premier League.
Yeah,
Just
well,
slowly sinking.
Did you not realize there is no bottom? Because 7 teams are 3 and 5.
Again.
I've never seen this before. 7 teams in the Premier League are 3 and 5. And the only thing that separates us is points for totals. Is really a bizarre year.
Bloop, 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 bloop. This is my team right here. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
No,
bloop,
man.
bloop,
Keep trying.
bloop,
Keep
bloop,
trying.
bloop.
It's
And suddenly I'll be out of frame. I'll be way down in the muck and the mire down there.
9 games left. 9 games. Everybody is.
Because I am. Yeah. So so keep going. You know,
I'm just slowly sinking to the bottom.
You're not. Just keep working, man. Keep working it. Blissful Hayes says, will Ruggs get work release to play on this Sunday? No. No.
That's a terrible question.
No. Hamilton Porter says, it's crazy, Jeffrey. I've already seen articles about how Ruggs could make a comeback. That is just a sick mentality that we have, that's the first thing anybody thinks about. I think about the woman who died in the wreck and her dog.
Exactly.
He says, for every Ray Rice, there's a Ray Lewis who will get away with it, or a Michael Vick who goes to jail for too short a period of time and comes right back into the league. Yeah, I know. It's a sickness of society that we have to kind of deal with.
Ray Lewis did not actually kill a person.
No, that's a good point. He kicked the crap out of one in an elevator. or punched her.
Sorry, I meant Ray
I think he
Lewis.
kicked her too.
Ray
didn't he?
I meant Ray Lewis.
He's talking Ray Lewis.
No, Kareem Hunt kicked the crap out of a girl. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, that was in a hallway, not a but Ray
hotel
Rice.
room. Yeah.
Ray Rice was the elevator.
The elevator door was closing on her head over and over again. The people just stood there and watched. They couldn't understand what was happening. It was bad. Mr. Pringle says, "Have any of you guys been to been to a Top Golf? If so, do you have any pointers or recommendations?"
Well, being
don't drink and drive,
extremely scared of heights, stay on the lower level. I think you'll be more secure that way, because every time I was on the third level. We were celebrating one of my son's birthday out there at the. So wear something comfortable that you can swing in, and I'm not talking about hey, good looking. I'm talking about swing the golf club. Yeah, no. Don't wear gold chains. That's bad. Wear something comfortable. So there's your tips on hitting a Top Golf.
Chattanooga had a Top Golf, and it literally was the one level. And I was just like, guys, this is a driving range.
Yeah, it's not even top anything.
There's no top level to the Top Golf.
You just went to bottom golf.
Right. That's all it was.
Random texter says, "I have just one question for you. At 156 miles an hour, hitting something that fast, how the hell did Ruggs walk away? You know how. He was drunk." It seems like in a lot of accidents, the drunk guy, whether he's relaxed, whatever the case is, they always seem to survive. It's a bizarre thing, man. Fed Fan says, "I had a barbecue chicken sandwich today for lunch. It was delicious. Good for you. Way to celebrate National Sandwich Day." She says, "Off topic, but James Harden and Trae Young are whiny babies because they're not getting the fouls called on their opponents like they have in the past." Sorry, Trae Young. Yeah, it's almost like the referees have caught on.
Well, no, they made a concerted effort this year that this is something. Josh Applebaum mentioned it with the point totals being lower. The league is saying those unnatural basketball movements where you take your arm and you push it up against somebody else's arms to make them foul you. It's not a foul. You have to actually get fouled by a person. And you know what? I haven't enjoyed the beginning of an NBA season this much, maybe ever. Like it's refreshing. It's real basketball.
Yeah, absolutely right. Fubar 1000 says, "A hot dog is only a sandwich if there's mustard on it." Oh, shut up, Fubar. It's not a sandwich. It's never been a sandwich.
You can put whatever condiments you want on there.
Still a hot dog.
Still a hot dog.
A hot dog's a hot dog's a hot dog. Big George says, "I've always said a hot dog is not a sandwich. I've gotten in fights on Twitter with Berg about all this. I agree with this court's precedents." Okay. Berg says, "I don't want to talk about my fantasy team, but losing 3 weeks in a row, especially to I don't even know what you're saying there. He's unhappy. Go ASU." Senior Wake and Bake says, "So that's how Ralphie died. Too many sandwiches." Yeah, probably a little bit of that there.
It'll get us all eventually.
Easy there. Easy what you say about Ralphie. Licky Lips Johnson says, "My favorite sandwich is," okay, I can't read that. Let's just say it had to do with roast beef. Thundar the Sam Barbarian says, "Pastrami sandwiches from the Hat are great, Keon, but they're just a little bit on the greasy side. They're worth it when I was younger, but I'm afraid they might wreck me now. And as for fantasy football, I remember you said last time our teams played, Boogie. How'd that work out for you?" Okay, guys, nobody cares about your fantasy football on the radio.
Fantasy football.
Told
rivalry.
you guys this before.
Yeah.
Last Optimist says, "Ray Lewis jabbed the woman who had spit on him, and he was in the middle of delivering a haymaker. He was an idiot for getting on the elevator with her." That was Ray Rice. Ray Lewis knew about who killed a guy, and that's another story. Mr. Pringle says, "At Top Golf, yes, I'm flying to Vegas in December. I'm guessing I don't need to bring my clubs. They have them there, right?"
They do have clubs there. Yes, they do have them.
Okay. I've never been to a Top Golf, to be honest with you. I should go there. Hamilton Porter says, "I'm with that texter. How did he survive? Ryan Dunn, the jackass guy, hit a tree at way slower and died on impact." I'm not sure I read that right, but I think we get your idea. Big George says, "I hear the moist one's favorite sandwich is an open face sandwich." All right.
Oh.
I don't understand what that means. Good Cat says, "A hot dog is a sausage roll. It's not a sandwich." Boogie says, "I think after watching basketball, the Olympics, how refreshing, how refereeing should work. The NBA made some tweaks. It's a good start, but they need to make a few more. Let's make fouling not a strategy to win a game." Talking about the hack-a-shack thing?
Yeah, but I don't know, because I don't want to reward somebody for not being able to shoot free throws. At the end of a game, if you can't shoot them and make them, I don't want to reward you by hiding you because you can't make them.
Can I start the NFL injury report yet?
Yeah. I mean,
I've got, got
a couple minutes.
Well, there's one here. Once again, it's the most injured you can be on the injury report. Tom Matt has died. Former Colts running back. He was 82, so I don't think he was getting ready to suit up. But he was also a Ravens radio announcer. He died at the age of 82. He played for the Colts from 61 to 72. He's sixth in our team history with 4,646 rushing yards. He was a good guy. He was a good announcer. He was a good player.
He will be missed.
And he will be missed. So that's like I said, that is the most you can be injured. And rest in peace, Tom Matt. Last Optimist says Top Golf banned personal clubs because people would bring in loaded drivers and send the balls up over the nets to be funny.
Well, that explains a lot.
Senior Wake and Bake says, Ray Lewis was only standing next to the guy killing someone. That's a lot better.
I mean, there is a difference.
They never found the suit either.
Did they find the dress? No, that's Monica Lewinsky. I get those things. I get it all confused.
Yeah, they found that dress. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of violent acts, CeeDee Lamb is saying that Harrison Smith choked him after he got tackled. There's a video, and it actually does. It looks like Lamb's over there on the sidelines. He's like, man was choking the bleep out of me on the sidelines, and it just had his hand right there. It's like, didn't get called or nothing, but the video probably will lead to a fine for Harrison Smith.
Wow.
It better. I mean, if you want to get dangerous acts out of the game.
You can't choke without a safe word, Harrison Smith.
Yeah. Don't you know that?
Oh, boy.
Bush League.
Rookies.
All right, that's 2 hours down, and we come back. We will we'll get to the real injury report. There are some things on here that you need to know for your fantasy football. No, it's right here. The stack is right here. Nothing's going to stop me.
Yeah. Okay.
I am easily distracted. That is true. But I'm going to get through this. I swear to you, before this show is over, I will have given you a full injury report. So, and keep listening for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see ASU play USC this Saturday. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Chances are the technology you work with every day is an afterthought until it isn't working. Technical problems can throw a wrench in your day, but computer security issues can expose you and your customers to serious risk. Affinity Technology builds custom IT solutions that help small businesses thrive. No system is too complicated. If it plugs in, we work with it. Affinity Technology runs Arizona businesses. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
This is Dale Hellestray from my friends at Constructors Bonding. If you need bonds, you can put your trust in Arizona's industry leader for the best service, rates, terms, and capacity anywhere. Constructors Bonding is the #1 writer with 14 sureties and will improve your bond program. Call Dave McKee today to learn how Constructors Bonding will perform for you. 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
Bruce Jacobs here to tell you there is no doubt that Harmon Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. But did you know it's possible to get solar for $0 down? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go online to harmonsolar.com.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
at earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
There's a time to be fearful and a time to be calm. A time to be aggressive and a time to be conservative, especially when it comes to investing. You've heard the phrase, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose.
Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. At Compact, we strive to provide you with the tools and experience it takes to be in the right place at the right time to grow and protect your hard-earned money. Call pound 250 on the cell phone and say talk to Mo, and let's check your goals together. You'll get a free portfolio review and risk analysis, and we'll focus on your investment strategies. Call pound 250 on your cell phone and say talk to Mo, or visit us online at compact.com. That's COMPAK.com.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. We got Keon Rose pushing the buttons and eating the entire damn show. You've been eating the entire damn show. He's very good. He's very sly at it, but he has been eating the entire show.
Only during breaks.
Every time I look over there, he's
well, there's nothing wrong with that. Keon is a food connoisseur, just like the other texter is a music connoisseur. Keon is a food connoisseur.
Yeah, on his behalf, I will say it seems to be very healthy food, but is this your one meal a day? Because you just been sitting there chawing down this entire show.
I mean, I could eat it faster, but I'm only eating during the breaks. So
Well, we do have mercifully short breaks on this radio station because we don't want people to sit there and, like, oh God. So they hang around.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like we don't have.
Don't let him give you no grief, Ken. I got my snacks in here in the studio. I got my pumpkin seeds.
Got my snacks and stuff here too.
We all have snacks.
But I was usually eating like a 7-course meal in there.
No, it's just one bowl of salad.
Seriously, that's been even 2 hours in a bowl of salad.
Boy, salad.
Yeah, because I munch every couple of minutes and I look stuff up and then we get back to the show. And I haven't
been able to eat solid foods for the last couple of days here, guys. Had a little surgery in here in the mouth.
Yeah.
So
in the mouth.
I was eating them in the mouth.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, applesauce.
You hurt your mouth on mashed potatoes?
No, I had surgery. Now I can't eat anything other than like mashed potatoes. I can't eat any of Miss Kim's great cooking.
Well, you can blend it.
Have anything.
Blend it. Just blend it. You can at least get the taste. But how long until you get to eat hard food again?
Monday's when they go in and do a follow-up. We'll see when the stitches come out. I've got stitches all along this side of my jaw right here. Right here. See that?
Yeah,
all along that side of my jaw.
They're on the inside though. We can't see them on the outside.
No. This is what you can see right here.
Yeah. Oh God, he's showing us on the camera, and there's
it looks unpleasant.
It looks like he's got some albino chew in there between his cheek and gum.
Yeah, but it's not. It's an oral cast. Oral cast.
I still giggle when I hear the word oral.
I bet you do.
I can't help myself. Well, I hope you get through all right there, Randy. I'm sorry. That's boy. There's nothing more nagging and annoying than a dental thing. You know what I mean? Like you burn the roof of your mouth, or if you got
I hate that.
Or you got a sensitive tooth or something, and you're what's going on there like this, and you're like, then your tongue can't stay away from it. It's always there. Or you get those little bumps in your tongue. You're like,
I hate that too. Yeah.
But
so
I feel for you,
boy, Keon, I'd love to have a salad right now.
That's what this all was about.
Chamois just envious of the solid food.
Chamois says Keon's letting the salad sit there for 3 hours. Oh, that's gotta be gross by now, man.
It's mostly done.
Yeah.
I wasn't letting it sit. I've been eating it this entire time.
No, it did seem fresh. It was a crunchy.
He's been
fresh.
grazing on it all show.
Yeah. Senior Wake and Bake. Hey, to the guy that got choked, Latrell Sprewell called. He said he'd be happy to show you an example. Big Stanky says, guys, I was just at the gas station getting gas, and the lady next to me there getting her gas was flirting with me. And boy, I wish she was hot. And she distracted me so much that I hit premium gas, and I ended up spending way more than I wanted to, filling up my car. Well, that's, that's the danger when you get flirted with by a hot chick right there. He says, Jeffrey, the morning guy, Bruce Jacobs, was dogging you this morning, saying you were scared to bet Thursday game. Colts versus Jets. I don't think you're scared, Jeffrey. No, I'm not scared. It wasn't just a gentleman's bet. He wanted to do a spread. It was a spread or the points? I don't know. I don't know.
It was a 10.5-point spread.
Right.
So
and I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to say, okay, if you win, we go to Morton's Steakhouse. If I win, we go to the Costco eatery and I get a hot dog. It's not the way it's going to work. And I shifty little East Coaster. I ain't going to bet with him. I ain't going to do it. So there's no man card violation. There's no scared. I was happy just to do like a regular bet. And I'm not completely confident the Colts will even win.
Back when we thought the Seahawks were good, you did a bet with Ralph from Harmon Solar.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, you paid up on the bet. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I haven't had a chance yet, but we're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not just, Ralph from Harmon Solar is a very busy guy.
Yeah. He hasn't been here last couple of weeks. So.
Right. As soon as we can, I'm buying him some lunch. No problem. Chamoy says, also, if you eat shells of sunflowers or pumpkin seeds, you're a psychopath. Oh, he's talking about how the players will put all of them seeds in their mouth and be like,
no,
all the time.
Sit, spit, and be happy.
Right.
That's what the sunflower seeds are all about for baseball players.
But if you chew them up and swallow them, you're a psychopath.
No. Yeah. See,
that's fair.
my roasted and unsalted pumpkin seeds, and they have no shells on them. There you go. Miss Kim is taking care of me.
When I was a kid, I didn't know any better, and I got some seeds and I chewed them all up, just like, and I was like, I'm like, that is not going to go through my body very well, is it? Nope. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And it was. Big George says, question for the resident hockey expert, Randy White, 1580 The Fanatic.
Okay.
Do you think the Coyotes will get their first win this weekend at home against the Seattle Kraken? I have a good feeling about the Coyotes winning that game.
I think, being at home and I think with the opportunity of taking on an expansion team, this is good possibility for the Coyotes to get their first win. God help us if they don't, because it's already going to be a long season, Big George. You know that. But I think this is a good opportunity for the Coyotes to get one in the win column.
Floppy Bumper says, did I hear the coach at GCU this morning on the Jacobs and Helly say they have a player on GCU named Ivan Drago? I have no idea, Floppy Bumper. No idea what you heard.
I don't know how to pronounce his name exactly, but it's Ivan Iadrago, something like that.
That's close.
It's very close.
Good Cat says, isn't Bruce Jacobs like 30 years over the normal retirement age? Shouldn't he be retired by now? Yeah, but he keeps going. He just keeps going.
I don't know why you guys keep saying that. The guy's a virile young man, full of vinegar and fight.
Not that full of it. A lot of that vinegar ends up on these computer screens in here.
Yeah.
Boogie says, what's worse, an oral sore inside your mouth that won't go away and hurts when you eat and drink, or an itch in your rectum that won't go away?
Ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'll have to tell us. I haven't had one of those, Boogie, but Booger Wolf says the Niners are going to knock the fart butter out of the Cardinals.
Yeah, well, I've heard it before, and that's why they play the game. So
can I just be honest? I've never heard that before. Sure.
Yeah. Shark butter.
Fart butter.
After 4 quarters, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Good luck to the Cardinals and the 49ers this week.
So Kyler Murray is saying that he's feeling all right. He says not too bad. He says that ankle, not too bad. Are we expecting he's going to play? He didn't practice today, but he says, the ankle feels good. Do you think he'll play or do you think it's another week?
Well, I mean, you got to understand. Ever since he injured it, he's been undergoing all sorts of therapy. He's got the TENS unit going. He's got probably the massage going on. I'm sure they're doing all sorts of therapy to that ankle, stretching it out, keeping it nice and loose, protecting it with a walking boot. And he's young. He's very young. And this guy is very optimistic. He wants to be on the football field, and I don't doubt him for that at all. So I don't think he's going to miss this game. Now, there are people that say it'd be good for him to miss this game and give it another week and then go into the next game.
Right. The 49ers are going to hurt you in the standings.
Well, I disagree because I think that's a division game. I think if you're playing a division game, you should go in there and you put your A guys out there and you want to try to win all the division games. So I don't know. We'll see.
All I can think about all night now is going to be fart butter. Just no matter what anybody is talking about, I'll be sitting there at the dinner table. My wife will be talking. Her mom will say some stuff, and in my head I'll be like, fart butter. And the kids will be like, hey, yeah, you did. Fart butter. I might name a dog that.
Fart butter.
Get in here, fart butter. All right. So we've led into this. We might as well do the old injury report. Now, with the COVID designation, Aaron Rodgers cannot return until at least one day before week 10 versus the Seahawks. That is the earliest he could even come back. And that requires negative tests and stuff. Because he's not vaccinated, he's under a different set of rules. So it's going to be a while before you see the Aaron Rodgers back, let alone that whole thing about how he lied about being vaccinated. Saquon Barkley, not lying, but is testing positive for COVID-19. Wow. So that is a thing. And boy, he's not the only one for the Giants. 13 positive COVID tests have come down for the New York Football Giants. Yeah, that's who did they play last week?
The Giants, they had the Chiefs.
Watch for the Chiefs to start popping some more positive COVID tests now because of that too.
13 guys. Are we going to see our first forfeit of the season?
Well, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, one of them was a running backs coach. I don't know how many players. They weren't completely clear on how many were coaches, how many were players. But I'm sure there's going to be some assortment. I don't know if it's enough yet to cause a forfeiture, but that's a good point, Randy. Something to keep an eye on. Michael Thomas is so full of crap. Can I just say that? He's so full of crap.
Is that why he's on the IR?
Well, yeah. Now they're saying, Michael Thomas, he's got the other ankle's now injured. Yeah. We have no idea when he'll be back. No idea. He's just full of crap. And whoever is supporting him in this, you do. You sit there and you say, hey, how about your ankle? Oh, my ankle hurts. Oh, what if I push here? Ow. What if I push here? Ow. Oh, yeah, his ankle hurts. Signature. Boom. You're on the injury report. He's faking it. He's lying. He's ready to go. He's just being a pouty baby. He doesn't want to play there.
I don't know that that's necessarily true. They're reporting that there's a setback with the ankle.
Yeah, the setback is he's lying about it.
He had surgery.
No. It's the other ankle. They're saying it's a separate ankle injury.
Oh, that can happen.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know how the likelihood of it, but you're trying.
Michael, your ankle is fine. We've done everything. Everything's good. It's my other ankle. Oh, damn it.
It doesn't look like it's coming from him. It looks like it's coming from the team doctors and Sean Payton. They're saying that the ankle is hurt. So, what are we supposed to do?
B as in B, S as in S. I think Michael Thomas is full of crap. Full of crap. Prove me wrong.
I mean, you're the one saying he's full of crap. You have to prove that he's full of crap. But I don't know that you can do that.
I just did. Let's see. Russell Wilson, he's not full of crap. He's full of ready to go. He says they pulled that pin out of his finger, even though they said, all right, now don't throw the ball. He heard, well, God told me to throw the ball. And so he posted a video of himself throwing the ball. And the Seahawks aren't thrilled with that, but they're like, yeah, it's looking like his mallet finger is coming around, and who knows when he'll actually be back. But
mallet finger,
yeah, that was what the injury was called, mallet finger.
Wow.
Yeah, his middle finger.
You got your turf toe, and you got your mallet finger.
Well, you saw it, dude. A little dangly. It was a real thing.
Oh, they never stopped showing us. I was actually at a point where it's like, okay, I'm tired of seeing this now. And
Enough of the dangly
seems like
dangly.
they would call that the dangle finger, not the mallet
dangly finger is what I'd call it. Dangly.
Yeah.
And the turf toe ain't that ain't a fake thing, Randy. That's a real thing.
Well, I never said it was, but I just come on, turf toe. First of all, you got a sock on.
What do you want to
got
call
tape on, and you got a shoe on. You're not going to call it turf toe.
Dude, you have no idea how
It's
much
a toe sprain
when you walk and move. Okay, toe sprain's fine, but that is not a small thing. It's not a wimpy thing. It's not a man card violation at all.
Well, I think it's a stupid name to call it turf toe. He wasn't out there barefooted and running around. He stubbed his. Oh my God, the turf hurt my toe. No, it's a sprained toe. Call it a sprained toe.
I'd call it big piggy injury. My big piggy. I don't know what rhymes with piggy. My big figgy piggy. No, that's not working.
No.
I'll get back to you.
I do like the idea of just somebody writhing on the ground, just screaming,
my piggy.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Chris McCaffrey. He is set to come back from the IR. That's exciting for the Panthers, as well as anybody in fantasy football who's been sort of just watching him sit there in the injured reserve. If you have that, not every league does that. We have 2 slots in there. We might start pulling back even from that when COVID starts to go away. But right now, Chris McCaffrey sitting in somebody's reserve. Well, Mel, they got 21 days to activate him to the 53-man roster. So we'll see what happens in practice this week. But that's good news for the Panthers to see Chris McCaffrey start to make his way. He's starting to look like the guy who's going to get injured a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And his workload is ridiculously high already. They use him in the run game. They use him in the passing game. They line him up as a wide receiver, as he plays in the slot sometimes. I mean, they move him all over the field. You're just asking for him to be injured in some of the cases there.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you put too big a load on somebody's shoulders. That's going to happen. That's it for the injury report, unless you want to check in on the kid that got bit by that monkey, by the stripper's monkey.
Well, no, I was going to ask about the Titans big man. What's the latest on him?
That's true. Is it
Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. What's the latest on Derrick Henry?
Well, they haven't officially ruled him out for the season, but they're still leaning towards that. I mean, the Titans don't want to say either way until they absolutely know.
Unnamed texter just said, "Can't wig him a piggy. I can't wig him a piggy.
Can't wig him my piggy."
By the way, this is somebody who's been texted in for a while, does not have a texter nickname. I'm just going to call you Wiggy My Piggy. That is now your texter nickname, because
there we go.
Over a year of texting into this program, you have not named yourself. You are now Wiggy My Piggy.
Wiggy My Piggy.
Bam. I think it's a good texter nickname, actually, right there.
It really is.
Yeah. This person's first text was November 10th, 2020. He says, the ultimate Thanksgiving song is Alice's Restaurant. I don't know what the hell we were talking about at that time.
Must have been talking about Thanksgiving music.
But now you are Wiggy My Piggy. That's what you get. If people don't come up with their own texture nickname after a year, I'm doing that. Floppy Bumper says, Randy, even the commentators for the Detroit Red Wings were saying the Arizona Coyotes should not be judged by their record. There's a lot of compete on that team. Can I say, I don't want to interrupt, but can I just say what that means, Floppy Bumper? That means that the Detroit Red Wings announcers were trying to make this a more interesting game, because they knew the Detroit Red Wings were going to bleep stomp the Coyotes, and people would start clicking away from the game if you didn't say, well, they're a lot better than their record says. So this is a team don't trifle with.
Yeah.
Am I right or am I right?
I think you're exactly spot on as far as the commentators. That's why they're commentators, because they're very common and they're taters. But the Coyotes, it's a young team. I've been saying all along, it's going to take a long time for this team to develop. They're not going to go for the season. They're going to get some wins, and they're going to learn how to grow together. They've got a pretty good nucleus in there. They got some young players that are really good. So we'll have to wait and see how this, but it's going to be a long season for the Arizona Coyotes. Trust me.
Long season. Or Senior Wake and Bake says, Randy, Cards. Oh, I already read that about them. No, this is a different one. He says
is
the Cards.
Fart butter again?
No, this isn't fart butter one. Randy, Cards are going to get the crap beat out of them and then take on the name the Crapnels.
Yeah.
Someone's tried to stick that name on them all season long. It seems to not be working.
Good cat. I'm not reading that. You're a bad person. Hey, he says, though, I do want to name my next dog Shark, and then I want to take him to the beach. Shark! Shark! That's good. Actually, I am getting a dog, and I'm going to consider that as a name. Thank you for that. Last Optimist says, Derrick Henry, gone too soon. He'll be back. All right, we must take a break. And no Kiss the Cook, you're trying to find a loophole in hot dogs being sandwiches. Not going to work. I'm sorry. It's not a sandwich. I refuse. I reject your theory. I invalidate your suggestion. And while I'm at it, I invalidate your existence.
Wow.
If it's not two pieces of bread, it's not a sandwich. I don't know how hard this has to be.
Kiss the Cook, I just Thanos'd your ass.
Wow.
Just like
when
that.
Jeffrey goes to that invalidation statement. Wow. There's no coming back from that. Yeah.
I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
For the undisputed middleweight boxing championship, the WBA, the WBC, WBO, and IBF titles, Canelo Alvarez will face Caleb Plant. Alvarez, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, minus 1,000. Plant, a plus 600 underdog. NFL Week 9, the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. The Cardinals a 2.5-point road favorite, the over-under 45. College football, Arizona still looking for their first win of the season at home Saturday afternoon against Cal. The Wildcats a 12-point home underdog. Arizona State an 8.5-point favorite at home against USC. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
Arizona's deaf, hard of hearing, and deaf-blind community is disproportionately unemployed. Those of us that do have jobs are typically underemployed, and that should be, for all of us, unacceptable. Especially when you consider we tend to be more productive and continually rate high for quantity and quality of work. To learn more about the Let's Get to Work initiative, visit changeyourperception.org. Sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
Airlines have just reduced their prices even more. Book 30 days in advance and save big.
Want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets? Then call the Low Cost Airlines Travel Hotline right now. For prices so low, we can't publish them anywhere. The only way to access our low rates and save up to 70% is to call. Save hundreds on your vacation tickets by calling right now. You can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
802-341-4535. 802-341-4535. 802-341-4535. That's 802-341-4535.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773. Or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
your college game on. Get ready for the fight songs. Get ready for the traditions. Get ready for the rivalries. It's college football.
He's gone. There he goes through the line. He'll take it to the house, 90 yards.
And we've got the games you want to hear.
Wide open, and the tight end will waltz to the end zone.
College football lives on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
It's David Glendner here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona sports betting station. I just reminded myself why I don't like Heath bars.
Oh, really?
I thought I didn't like Heath bars because they are named similarly to an ex-co-host of the show that I don't like.
Yeah.
Hi.
You just don't like the English toffee in there? Or what?
It was like burnt. Tastes burnt.
Well, it's very stout toffee. Yeah, it could be burnt. Yeah.
If we were all kids, I'd be like, "Who wants the Heath bars? I'll just trade you those. You can have this."
Wow. So it might have taken it that in Jeffrey O'Brien's office during one of the great times of the year when your candy stock is way up.
My candy stock is very, very much up because I think that in previous years, the street we live on got a bad rep. And so that we didn't get a whole lot of kids trick-or-treating. And of course, in an effort to preserve the O'Brien household, we make sure we are very loaded with candy because I don't want to be taking toilet paper out of the trees. I don't want to have eggs on the the front of the house. So we have lots of candy. I just couldn't bring it today because I had a dental appointment and I didn't want everything to melt in the car.
Oh, I see.
So starting tomorrow, yes, there will be huge amounts of candy in that football candy dish in my office.
Suffice it to say, there'll be copious amounts of candy available for whoever may wander into your office and partake.
Dangerous for a diabetic, I'll tell you that much, because there's going to be tons of candy in that bowl probably for the next couple of months. Seriously, lots and lots of it. So, yes, and Heath bars, all yours. Don't like.
Ooh, I like the Heath bars.
I'll save those for you, buddy.
I like the Butterfingers. I like the Heath
I
bars.
don't like
Heath
Butterfingers.
Bars. Keon,
what candy bars do you not like, Randy, that everybody else loves?
Almond Joy.
Oh, I love Almond Joy.
No, I don't like the Almond Joy.
See, I hate Butterfinger and I hate the Heath bars. What do you not like, Keon?
What do I not like? I mean, I kind of agree on the Almond Joy. It's not my thing.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll split the Heath bars and Butterfingers with you.
Bring me all the Almond Joy. Me and my wife love those.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. That's what I was going to do today was go over. Rats. I've missed it.
What?
There's usually you go to the store and you get your candy at a third of the cost of what you paid before the Halloween. Oh, damn it. I've missed it again.
No, everybody thought that's where you were the other day. Wow.
No, it's here is where I was the other day.
I bet you could still find some. If you take a peak, take a look
I
out
have
there.
Missed it again. All the good stuff's been picked through. Now it's just going to be, those nasty dumb suckers that are in there. That weird, oddly wrapped hard candy that you don't know what it is.
Yeah, my wife throws those away.
Damn it.
She's like, my wife was checking through the little girls' Halloween candy, and she's just like, I'm pretty sure this is left over from last year. She's like, look how stuck the wrapper is to the candy. She's like, this is what didn't get given out last year. So he pulled it out of a cabinet and said, here you go, kids, you little bastards.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
my box of candy.
Yeah. But yeah, stay away from those. Absolutely stay away from those. Fed fan says, free candy. What time do you open up? About the 10th of never. We don't open up. Floppy Bumper says, would you say you have a plethora of candy, Jeffrey? Jefe? Yes, I would say I have a plethora of candy.
That's a great take right there.
What is a plethora? Could it be that you are taking it out on me? Yeah, you got to watch Three Amigos. It's actually this is a good time of year to watch it. I had some friends that used to have Three Amigos parties. Everybody would dress up as characters and they would sing along like, my little buttercup. Has the sweetest smile. You gotta see the movie. Have you seen
I
Three
haven't
Amigos?
seen it.
Oh
no.
my god.
Oh, you got to see it.
You just got to. In fact, that was one of the first movies I saw Joe Mantegna in. I remember we had him on the show right before COVID. Right before COVID, he was on the show talking about how nervous he was when the Cubs won the World Series. Three Amigos with Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, a little Martin Short, and some other people. Phil Hartman's in there, John Lovitz.
Oh, that's right. Phil Hartman's in there. Yeah. Oh,
but Joe Mantegna kind of stole the show at the beginning as the angry studio executive. It was awesome. A definite, write that down in your definite have to see movies.
Okay.
Watch it with your girlfriend.
Three Amigos.
Or if you have a date. I don't know. I should have said girlfriend. You mean, do you have, can I say anything? I don't know what you have. This is awkward.
I do have a girlfriend. I just didn't want to put it all out there in the Blenderverse necessarily.
Well,
but,
they don't care.
This is awkward.
That's true.
It's not like somebody's going, I wanted Keon for myself.
Well, no. Just,
I've been watching Keon on the
jokes coming.
I watched Keon on the little screen there, and his little head there in the lower left-hand corner of the thing.
Yeah.
I've wanted him since the day I first saw him. I want to make him mine.
Wow.
By the way, could you just do something with that camera shot, please? Really, Randy and I were centered.
I get. I mean, I could move more. Look, I'm afraid the thing's gonna tip over. This little thing here that
You're all
holds it up.
Altuve over there. Come on, man, get it together.
You like Altuve?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad I didn't say Kyler Murray? I went another way with that. I Altuve'd him. I Altuve.
Yeah, good for you.
The way the thing is sitting, it leans back, and I'm afraid that if I move it, it's going to tip over, and then I'm just not going to have it at all.
You know what I noticed on the Fox football? By the way, just move the damn. Everybody's afraid to move it. I put little Velcro strips on that thing so it stayed put.
Well, what you don't understand is the Velcro. The strips are you're right at the far left of the damn strips.
Watch this. I'll fix it.
All right. Here he goes. Jeffrey is going to go and fix Keon's camera shot now. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a close-up of Keon's thumb. And, now there's Jeffrey. Jeffrey is adjusting the camera shot for Keon. And Keon seems to be grabbing he's a little handsy this afternoon. Jeffrey is trying to set this. Now you cut the top of Keon's head off. You cut his head off, and it doesn't look any different. See, what Jeffrey doesn't understand is that is as far left as it can go. It can go no farther left. Now, Jeffrey is, again, let me give you a play-by-play. Jeffrey is crumpling up. It looks like a head of lettuce. He's putting a head of lettuce behind the camera in the control room. Keon, can you give us a report from the sideline? What's happening in there?
We've got the little thing holding up the iPad. It's bouncing all over the place.
Oh, there it
also,
goes.
Not a head of lettuce, the plastic bag from whence came my salad.
The salad plastic bag. So there it is. Jeffrey has gone in there and fixed the camera shot. However, it looks exactly the same as it did before.
It's slightly more crooked than it was before, to be honest.
And it looks like one of those old Batman TV shows with Adam West, when you went into the Joker's den and the camera is always.
Randy, we've got a development that the file folders are coming out.
Oh, here comes the file folders have come into play. Jeffrey's working the file folders now as we speak. There he is. He's somehow utilizing file folders. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to watch this. Oh, we've had a fall down. There's a lot of activity on the field. Keon, give us a report from the sideline.
I don't know what to tell you. The iPad is it's more crooked than ever. The file folders don't appear.
You're in the shot better now.
That's true. But is this really going to be the way that we're doing this? I can.
Okay.
All right.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey O'Brien is once again saved the day, fixing the iPad camera shot.
It's way better than it was, at least.
It's not even remotely touching any of the Velcro.
Well, look how level it is. Look how level it is. You see Washington on his shirt? Bam.
I see Washington.
There.
Yeah. It's a little cantilevered like the old Batman movies, I have to say.
No, he's level in it.
Cesar Romero playing the Joker.
Listen, it's better than it was. You just ask anybody who's watching. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. What were we doing?
There goes the camera. There goes the camera. The camera's starting to fall, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like I didn't touch anything.
There we go.
I had it just right. You had to go and touch it.
I didn't touch anything. It's no longer
like he
attached to
probably
the
says on a nightly basis. Don't touch that, Keon.
Velcro you were so proud of.
Put it back.
You're no longer attached to that.
I'll fix it. I got to do everything around here.
And there it is. Back to what it was before, ladies and gentlemen. That is radio gold.
It's sad.
it's the only way to keep it straight up without falling down.
Do better, Keon. Just do better. I had it perfect, and you
had it perfectly straight, but you didn't have it perfect to where it was actually going to not fall over.
I was happy.
It wasn't happy.
I was
Clearly,
happy. Who else
fell over.
Happy? I think it's me. Just need to be me. I'll fix it later.
My happiness is not the issue.
Can I just tell you, Keon? It's been like that for 3 years. Nobody has bothered to try to fix that. You know what? I've kind of hung back, and be like, somebody's going to figure this out.
I've tried to tweak it.
Have to be me,
but it falls over so easily. So I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm not even going to touch it.
Okay, Keon.
Okay. They can see my face, and that's
tried
all.
to fix it when I was in there. You tell them, Keon.
Watch what happens. I'm going to fix this within a matter of minutes after the show, when people aren't screaming. And
what do you mean screaming? That was a play-by-play. That was damn good play-by-play. That was radio gold, Jack.
Balls of Fury says, "What's your girlfriend's name? How did you meet? What did you want? Why don't you want us to know about it?"
Because the line of questioning there. She's my girlfriend. I love her. Leave it. That's
Wait,
it.
what?
That's
You
it.
love her?
It's out. It's out.
You've already said the L word?
Yeah.
You did? Keon's in love.
See, this is why I didn't want to bring any of this up. This is because my relationship's gonna get blenderized. I didn't want this.
Keon, only if you let it. You did warn her about this, right? You did warn her about this. Does she know what you do?
She knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big George says, all this talk about fixing the camera doesn't work for those of us listening on an old-fashioned transistor radio.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to give you the blow-by-blow. I had to give you the call as my good friend, who's
oh boy, blow by blow. Now we're gonna hear from Moist One.
Well, that's true.
Boomer Sooner says, "Oh, it's so damn cute, Keon." Fed Fan says, "So when Keon started on this show, he didn't have a girlfriend. He was eating at Popeyes. Now he has a girlfriend and he's eating salad."
No, I still eat at Popeyes. I just also eat salads because I eat at Popeyes. You got a balance.
He's trying to make himself better.
Yeah. We call that the blender bump.
Yeah. He got the blender bump, shows up here. Now he's got a girlfriend. Now he's eating salad. Life is good.
I mean, life is good. I do like it out here, but just.
And he's in love.
Easy. All right. Just
easy.
Screaming Eagle says, Keon, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does that emoji mean? It's either a bottle of whiskey or. What purple bottle of whiskey is it?
Oh, okay. All right.
It's
a purple bottle.
Mm-hmm.
That might not be a bottle.
I don't think it's a bottle.
What is that?
Oh.
We don't have to talk about it.
It's oddly shaped.
It's an eggplant.
Oh, I didn't know you liked eggplant. All right. Big Sankey says, surgery went well with Henry. He recovers in 6 to 10 weeks. I feel it depends on where the Tennessee Titans are in the playoff hunt, whether he comes back or not.
Yeah. We'll
He's
see
not
this
coming
weekend.
Back. Yep. He's not coming back.
We'll see how they change their game plan this weekend. Adrian Peterson should be a big pickup for him.
I mean, he'll get lots of carries.
Was that sarcasm?
I don't know if he's going to be useful, but
big pickup.
Big pickup.
He'll carry the ball lots. Yeah,
he's all right. Bruno Baller says, "Hey, when was my first text ever read on here? I don't remember." Okay, well, so here's what happens. This doesn't work if you've texted a lot. Then I got to sit here and scroll pretty much forever and ever and ever. And you've texted a lot, Bruno Baller. So this is not going to work out. I can't scroll back that fast. So I don't know. Scroll back on your phone and figure it out.
Seems like that would be faster.
Again, why do I have to do all the work around here?
Oh my God.
Jagdog says, Randy, who will have more wins this year? Cards or Coyotes?
Cardinals.
You think that they won't have, now keep in mind, it is a 17-game season. You're saying that the Coyotes will not have more than 17 wins?
I can't see this team right now being a prolific offensive team. Right now, they're just trying to learn the NHL level. They have no goaltending to speak of, or at least the goaltending they have is very young, very raw, very uneducated about the game at the NHL level. So you can't win NHL hockey without goaltending. I mean, that is one of the pillars of winning an NHL game. You got to have goaltending, man.
Yeah, that is true. Kiss the Cook says, Blender Bump, who's pregnant? Floppy Bumper says, get out while you can, Keon.
Yeah.
Big George says, wait, Blender Bump, is that the same as a baby bump? Is Keon's girlfriend pregnant? You sly dog, Keon.
Wow.
Look at the look at his face.
I didn't want this. This is precisely what I did not want.
Wow.
For all of these reasons.
I hope she has a good sense of humor.
She does.
Not this good, though.
I think the one that's panicking is me, but still.
Booger Wolf says, by girlfriend, Keon means that that piece of rabbit fur. Okay, I'm just going to move on from that.
Excuse me?
Boomer Sooner says, a Boomer Sooner. Thank you very much. I guess he wants a Boomer Sooner.
Oh, I got you. That makes sense.
Well, I don't know if that's what he wants.
That's what he says. A Boomer
Sooner, please.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what to make of that, Jeffco.
I don't either. Big Stanky says, Randy, I'm 100% confident that my Titans will win Sunday night. We don't need Henry to beat scrubs.
Wow. The Rams.
Scrubs.
They are playing the LA Rams.
The sheep herd.
Did we mention that Von Miller moved to LA? And he's not on the Chargers.
You know what? You keep up the faith, my friend. That's how the Cardinals win every week. I go on here every week and I pour my soul into each Cardinal game. Yeah, we lost a close one this past weekend, but I will pour it out again against the 49ers, and I will pour my soul out, and I use my will to extrapolate another win for the red team. You go ahead and believe in your team.
Good Cat says, Jeffrey, what's better, Three Amigos or The Jerk? And what's your opinion of Steve Martin's stand-up? His stand-up for its time was very inventive and really good, but he got to a point where it was just too contrived for him. He's an intellectual type, so that's why he stopped doing that, but he was really great at it. Three Amigos, I like better than The Jerk. The Jerk is a classic with lots of fun lines, but I don't know. I actually think I do prefer the Three Amigos. So there you go, Good Cat. Number one Rattlers fan says, breaking news, the Arizona Rattlers have re-signed the 2021 IFL Most Valuable Player, Drew Powell, quarterback, coming back for the 2022 season. So there you go. Big news for the Arizona Rattlers. We got to take a break. And when we come back, I don't know what's going to happen. I might go back in there and mess with that camera some more. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
When it comes to NASCAR, everything comes down to time. How fast can you get it done? Built, official partner and protein bar of NASCAR, is a tasty option when you're on the move. Hi, Randy here from the Race Setup. And if you have not tried a Built Bar, you are missing out. This protein bar does not taste like a protein bar. It tastes like a candy bar. Just grab a Built Bar when you want something fast and just so delicious. If you go to Built.com to get yourself some Built Bars, use code Randy10. You'll get 10% off your order. Code Randy10 at Built.com.
You feel that? It's finally happening. It's starting to get cooler. Is it time to start wearing sweaters? No, it's time to call Harman Solar. See, if you install solar now, you get to enjoy huge savings next summer, 85% on your monthly electric bill. That means you can put that AC at whatever temperature you like year round. Harman Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. Couch appointment it is. Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. Plan benefits may vary.
Contractors, are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go. Serving all types of contractors of any size, licensed in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit cbialliance.com.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. Listen, when we're all working on our shows here at the Fanatic, we're totally focused and we don't want to worry about the other things. You know, like the technology that runs our station. That's where Affinity Technology comes in. They run all our IT so we can focus on what really matters, our business and our listeners. These guys handle literally everything. If it plugs in, they work with it. They've saved us tons of money and have kept us focused on what really matters. Affinity Technology, they can do the same for you. Go to atechaz.com. Be sure and tell them I sent you.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Your home for the AZ Preps 365 Friday night game of the week.
1580, The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's sports betting station. Got a big weekend planned for you out at Phoenix Raceway. Starts on Friday with the main event. They'll be doing a 2-hour show from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Friday. Of course, then later on, the race setup with Randy White at 6 p.m. And then on Saturday, Arizona Lottery 100. You got the live race setup from 2 to 4 p.m. And then you got the NASCAR Cup Series pole qualifying at 4. NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship at 5. Sunday, another live race setup from Phoenix Raceway, 10 a.m. to noon. And then the NAS Cup Series Championship live from Phoenix Raceway. This is it. This is, as Randy said, is this one the Super Bowl of racing? Is this one?
Well,
or is it the other? I can't remember which one it is.
This is the ultimate NASCAR event. The championship weekend is the ultimate event. The Super Bowl of NASCAR, oddly enough, and I know here come the redneck jokes, but in February when they run the Daytona 500, NASCAR considers that their Super Bowl. The biggest race of the season is the first race of the season, which is the Daytona 500.
All right, so what do we compare the Phoenix Raceway championship Cup Series thing?
I guess it would be like the World Series, since there's so many races, and then you have the playoffs, and then you've got to get into
the
you
World
finally come
Series
down
of NASCAR.
So it'd be like the World Series, because you go through the round of 16, the round of 12, a round of 8, round of 4. Comes to Phoenix and they race for the championship. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. All right. So that's what I'll say. It's like the World Series of NASCAR.
There we go.
Big Stanky 87 says Super Bowl 50, Von Miller. Okay. Flavia Bumper says, I'm with you, Randy. Cardinals are going to smoke those Bay Area douchebags no matter what.
Yeah, it's going to be a physical game. I don't anticipate. Remember the last game? Wasn't very high scoring. And Jimmy Garoppolo's in, and we don't. By the way, we don't have J.J. Watt. And these guys they have our number. They want to beat us in the worst way. And this is a dangerous game. But I think the Cardinals have the chutzpah to defeat the 40 whiners and then leave San Francisco waving goodbye with that can of whoop ass all over Levi Stadium. That's what I'm anticipating.
Booger Wolf agrees. He says even more so now that the Cardinals have signed Al Bundy out of Polk High School in Illinois.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to the circus, Big Al. And he says, "Go Niners."
Yeah.
Just a tip says, I bet Bill Armstrong turns a couple or a few of his draft picks into stud goalie from the draft. In 2 years, the Coyotes will be dominant.
Well, and I think so. And that's the book on this guy Armstrong, the GM. He takes teams. He kind of starts assembling a nucleus of teams, and then he brings in key pieces. So, yeah, you're right. Hopefully it plays out that way for our Arizona Coyotes, and we can see some championship hockey here in the desert.
Random texter says, Jeffrey, you want to know one of the only good things about Joe Buck calling the World Series? Means he didn't call the NFL game with Troy Aikman. Yeah, I'll allow that. That's a good point. Speaking of Speaking of stuff like that, I guess the Manning cast drew its biggest audience ever with 1.96 million people. I didn't get to watch any of it. I don't know if you guys saw any of it. Was it any good? But I guess it must have been because people are watching. I think the word just keeps getting around and it's going to build and build and build. But yeah, out of 13.99 million, well, there's 14% of the total audience. That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. And I didn't get to see it. But I do know that break that they took, they built up a lot of buzz, and they took that break. So people wanted to see them when they came back.
Okay.
So that helped too.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case, it's fun. It can't last forever. I don't know if it's a precursor to a different kind of, Monday Night Football. Here's the thing. You get distracted away from the game and they're doing their little thing. It's like, well, maybe they should just do a show. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they should do a show that's not with the game in the background. They just do a show, something fun and maybe a little bit more polished and just have some fun that way. I think this is a fun experiment, but I don't think it can last forever. Random texter says that Manning special thing was terrible. We're trying to watch a football game and these guys are talking about some player who played like 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, that is part of the Manning cast. They do go off the rails. You got the game kind of in the background. You got Peyton and Eli talking about stuff. Sometimes you get the guests in there, and it kind of goes a little wonky. But I love when they're talking about the strategy. They're when Peyton or Eli are breaking down the defense they're looking at, and what kind of a play they should call. I think that's a lot of fun.
Fed Fan says I was part of that 14%. That's interesting. I would be curious about the demographics on that. Do you think it lends itself more towards the female audience? I don't know that it does, actually. I don't know. Fed Fan's just awesome. She says it was funny when they started talking about their dad increasing his stud fees. That's funny. Lacrosse guy says Manning Brothers, that's must-watch TV. I love it. Hefty Lefty says, I like when Peyton did the detail videos where he broke down film. It's nerdy, but it's pretty awesome as a football fan. See, that's the thing. You don't need to have a game on in the background. Let him break down some film. Let him chit chat about stuff like that. You can nerd out all day long. Remember how they've done those videos? I don't know if you remember where he breaks down film on certain things, and that was it was a highly entertaining if you're ready to geek out on it. Big George, I will pass that along to Randy and gotcha. 888-368-1580. It's private. Keon's over there going, son of a bitch, really?
Just going over my head.
He gets private. Yeah, Big George gets private. Yet here we are spilling out my life on the airways for everybody to hear.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's privacy matters around here.
You got to earn it, man.
That's okay.
Big George has been a part of this show for 18 years.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not even untrue. Big George, see, this show has had many incarnations since 2001. It was a talk show, then it was an entertainment and comedy show, and then now it became a sports show around 2014. And he listened way back in the day. He remembers maybe even back to 2001. So I'm not even exaggerating when I say Big George, longtime listener.
Wow, that's impressive, though.
Yeah, and a little concerning for me and the authorities. Daylight Drew says, any chance Arizona beats Cal this weekend?
No.
I was going to try to lie and say yes, but I started laughing.
But I will tell you that I think that USC that's playing this weekend, that we have 2 tickets to give away. We'll be playing USC in Tempe. And
yeah, we better
you could go to the game.
Yeah. If you call now and you're the third caller, 888-368-1580. Call right now. Don't bother Keon about his girlfriend. Just tell him you want the tickets, and you'll get 2 tickets for this Saturday's game at ASU. That's right, 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. Pair of tickets to go see ASU take on the USC. But back to the other thing. No, Arizona's not going to win a game.
No.
Navy Brad says, hey, Randy, who will Cecil the Wonder Dog pick this weekend in the race?
I don't know. I'm going to have to confer with him. There's only 4 guys that really matter. And so you got to pick the race winner, and then you got to pick the champion. So I don't know. We're going to have to, Cease and I are going to have to sit down over a nice cold beer and talk about this.
Radio Ron says, ASU, I want to go. He's like, hey, oh, damn it. I gave you those tickets. Never mind.
Yeah, can't go.
Well, if you had said something sooner, maybe. 888-368-1580 while Keon is taking care of some business in there, getting a winner for these ASU tickets. By the way, if you didn't win these tickets, wipe those crying eyes. I'll have a pair of tickets for tomorrow to give away as well. So be sure to tune in for your chance to win those. But right now it's time for On This Day in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1968, trying to cross the busy Kings Highway near Chase Park Plaza Hotel in St. Louis, Missouri, Harry Carey suffered 2 broken legs, broken nose, and a dislocated shoulder after flying 40 feet in the air when he was struck by a car at 1:15 a.m. on an inclement weather Sunday morning. The popular St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster's hospital room became party central after that. Yeah, and of course, you know the rest. He was okay and ready to go by opening day, and then later on, he ends up being the Cubs' Harry Carey. And by the way, I love how George put in there, it's inclement weather. It's 1:15 in the morning. His drunk ass was stumbling across the road when he got hit by the car.
Hey, where'd all these headlights come from?
Why am I in midair?
How did I get in the middle of the highway?
Ouch. That is a true story there. Harry Carey. Oh, what a character. So who won them tickets there, Keon?
Licky Lips Johnson.
Hey, there you go. Congratulations, Licky Lips Johnson. Enjoy the game. Hefty Lefty says, I think Caltech might be able to beat Arizona right now.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
You are correct. Hey, we got some time. You want to spin the wheel of sports?
Why not? Let's do it.
I don't know if this is good news or bad news. I'm going to guess this is going to just depend on, how you like to spend a Saturday. But they say it's called the Handball Federation, but I think it's just beach volleyball, right?
Okay.
They call it handball too? I don't know.
No, like handball is like a sport. Like it's its own.
I thought it was volleyball.
No.
Oh,
no, handball is a thing.
Oh, in
it's
that case.
It's like reverse soccer, only using your hands.
Well, it's in the sand and they wear bikinis and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The Handball Federation has changed their rules and will now allow shorts for the women after that controversial bikini bottom rule they had, where now they can wear shorts. So that's good. That's good for the ladies. I thought that was about beach volleyball.
No,
handball's
because I know
different thing, man.
Indoor handball is apparently big in other places in the world.
This was outdoor. It was like they all looked like they're, and I thought I saw a volleyball. Are you sure?
Well, the handball is a little smaller, but it does resemble the volleyball.
Okay. Well, whatever the case, Pink can now not have to pay a bunch of fines for the players because she offered to do that for them. And I think it's right. It's kind of sexist to make women wear sexy bikinis, make them, if we're lucky, they still will, but not all of them want to. So whatever works. Anyways, that's it for us. We'll be back in your radios again tomorrow at 3 p.m. is the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
My stomach.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
What's that?
It's Pepto-Bismol chews.
Pepto-Bismol's in a chew?
Yeah, they taste great and provide fast relief. And you can always have Pepto-Bismol handy.
Ooh, let me try it.
Try Pepto-Bismol chews for fast relief.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Contractors need bonds, and the professionals at Constructors Bonding have been Arizona's leading surety management team for 40 years. We don't just deliver bonds, we make your bonding better. As the #1 producer with 14 markets, Constructors Bonding has the relationships and expertise to get you better capacity, better rates, and better terms. For better bonding,